good evening, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Natural One. As always, I am your Dungeon Master, Bo Christian Williams, and I am here with the most marvelous people. Hello, marvelous people.
You said marvelous before, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm still pumped.
I mean, you're still marvelous.
This time it was the most
Stupendous?
marvelous. I feel like
We're going up.
Yeah. You get that
Gone up.
superlative in there.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Ooh, I'll Google that later.
Good on ya. You probably should.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Excited to get going. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to get going because we've got a big show tonight. We got started already a little late, so let's see if we can get this right back on track and get us back into the game ASAP. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yes? All right.
Wonderful.
All right. So first, let's start with announcements. First and foremost, we are sponsored by an amazing beer company, Gordon Biersch. Gordon Biersch. What are you drinking over there?
I still have Hef, thanks to Tiana.
Hey!
Yay!
Yes.
It's very nice.
Went out on a special trip to make sure that I had their seasonal Hefeweizen available, and I plan to enjoy every last bit of it.
Enjoy.
That's awesome.
Enjoy. What are you guys, still rocking the Cave Raider?
I'm still rocking all
my
three Cave
gosh.
Raiders as not Inspiration Varine this week, but Biersch Varine.
Biersch
this
Varine.
Beer, and I'm feeling good. Biersch.
Oh my god.
Instead of bub.
That was very convincing.
I had to explain it.
Yeah, if you have to explain the joke.
We haven't done a slogan for Gordon Biersch in a bit, so I came up
Yeah.
with one. So I was going to try it. It was going to be Gordon Biersch, the only name in Biersch.
Yeah.
It's not wrong, but also it is, because Gordon Biersch are two names.
That makes it better.
Is it Gordon the only name in Biersch?
I think Biersch is the guy's last name, right? Yeah, there's two
You let
names.
us
That's a
know,
head
Chad.
nod.
It's Dan Gordon, and then the other guy's last name was Biersch.
That's-
Yeah.
Well, then there's two guys.
Yeah.
This
So there's
joke-
two names.
This
Gordon
joke just
in
gets even
Biersch.
more
Wait.
complex.
Two guys,
Yeah,
one
well,
Biersch?
What's
And all-
Two guys, one Biersch.
that?
All I can think of is Gordon Ramsay, and like all of a sudden it's like, it's Bish! It's Bish! Where are you? It's Bish!
That's another good one.
Finally some good fucking Biersch.
There we go!
It is.
Thank
I like
you.
that one.
Thank you. You complete me.
Well done. So, guys, check out Gordon Biersch. They are available worldwide, so check them out. Check them out. All right, and moving right along, we have Nord Games, who is an amazing partner. Great partner. We really, really like partnering with them. It's been a while now that we've been working with them. We have a lot of their stuff that we use in game. For instance, the luck deck.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys know and love, right here. And we also have the critical hit decks. We have supplementary materials for NPCs. We have supplementary materials for enemies. All sorts of great stuff. And if you check out the upcoming settlements from them, you'll see some settlements that were made by some of the QNC team there. It is a brilliant book. I've been able to see it, and it's great. And it really, really helps you either create something from scratch or flesh out an idea that you have. So check them out, Nord Games. If you do exclamation point Nord Games in the chat, you will see a link and a code for 20% off your Nord Games purchases. So you should do that, especially if you got your home games. Those things are great. These are great supplements to your game. Every DM's friend, that is Nord Games. So check them out. And I think that code is chaotic20 at checkout. And you get that 20% off. And it lets them know you came from us. So that's great.
Yeah.
That's
great.
It's good to know.
Yeah. So check them out, guys. Exclamation point Nord Games in the chat. Alrighty. Now, we are using the prototype dice from Birds of Paradise tonight. Yes,
They're
we've been
gorgeous.
Amazing.
been using them for a couple of weeks now, and they roll great, and they look beautiful. Highly recommend. I think you got some right here.
Oh, I do.
Well, yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I'm like, I haven't got my hands on them red ones yet.
Now you do.
Are these called
Now you do. I will be using some dice tonight from Libris Arcana.
Oh,
Look at these guys. I'm gonna pass these around.
those are beautiful.
Send a couple your way. Send a couple. Yeah.
Don't drop the Libris Arcana.
I like those.
Oh, the
Those
paradise.
are amazing, actually.
Oh my god.
Absolutely gorgeous dice.
Glitter.
They look like my eyeshadow.
I know, literally like the eyeshadow today.
Yeah.
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 They are gorgeous. They do look like your eyeshadow, and we are giving them away today. Today,
Oh my gosh.
we are giving these gorgeous dice away. So,
I'm jealous.
I'm over here like in the chat.
right?
Jealous.
They are gorgeous. So,
To like me, right?
Quick little sneaky into the chat.
I will be using them tonight, and then we will give them away. It'll be fun.
Sounds fun.
So
Get
good
to know
luck
him a
you
little bit first.
guys. Yeah. Get them bad rolls out.
Break them in like
that?
a mitt. Sports reference. I know we don't watch it.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just like ignoring you guys.
I'm over here like,
We have, we have one more announcement here, guys. Portrait Workshop by World Spinner. This thing is really freaking cool. Let's take a look there. Look at this.
Are you talking about World Spinner?
Oh, yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna clip that.
You know, the Dungeons and Dragons gaming world can be such a small world. I mean, there's so many people that do, and every day more people are joining, and that's amazing. But at the same time, you get these small world experiences. Someone who I think did some art for Rhea at one point actually worked on this.
she
as
did.
well.
Yeah, she did.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
It was really a really cool little discovery. Like, happened to be following her art page, and she shared a thing like, "Guys, check out this Kickstarter that I helped make." And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
what are the odds? Small world."
It's quality art, and it's very easy to use to make your character. You can print them up on your sheets right there, so you have that. I am not artistically inclined in any way, so I love stuff like this. That just makes it really easy for me to still kind of conceptualize my character and get it out there while being so utterly talentless. So it's important.
They're really making those stretch goals too. They have one for sharing right now, I think.
Wow.
So cool.
Wow,
so-
it's brilliant. Check them out, guys. World Spinner. They do really great work, and they will also help you up your game. All right.
I like that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm not even gonna say anything. Not even right now, including this. Please ignore this, because I didn't say anything after what you just said, which was great.
Zip.
I think last time we oh my god.
Out of a cannon.
Oh,
I think last week we were talking about how like Tiana was like, "Hey, let's work on that stretch," because we were looking specifically for the demonic races.
Oh,
they hit
yeah.
that stretch goal, so you can in fact
Get
do
some
tieflings
tieflings.
now.
Tiefling.
I know.
Super cool.
That's
Super cool.
exciting.
So check them out, guys. Okay, we're gonna go right into bits. As you guys remember, bits, we'll give them away now at the beginning. We're also going to give them away after the break. And we will be giving them away at the end of the show. Now, if we enter combat and you guys need them, and you might, just saying,
Dope.
if that happens, then as you guys send them in, we'll go ahead and give them out. Because it'll be real quick, and you guys definitely need them. So,
Thank you.
starting off, we'll start with I believe we have 4 left over from last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
yes.
go.
I will say
Left
yes.
to right.
Possibly.
1, 2, 3,
I don't
and
know what.
4. Ah, catches all around. Well done, guys. Well done. All right, so let's start.
Cleric.
All right, the one, the only, the Hefner.
Hey. Hey, Half. Welcome back.
The Hefner, who's not too mad at me, but still mad at me, gives 1,000 bits to the DM and says, "You know what you did."
Oh, we're sorry.
And I stand by it. And then another 500 bits to the players. Thank you very much, Hef. And says the cult is displeased.
Did you learn
Oh,
nothing
no.
from Tuesday? Don't anger the cult.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. But right now, Ted weighs a lot more than he used to.
Hey, we don't body shame here.
I agree.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can chisel that right off.
No, I mean, let's be honest. He's pretty cut.
I wish he was fast. I want to chisel and see if it works. Or if it comes back as a horrible mess.
Sounds horrible.
That mayhem will not recover from visually.
You'll never recover from that. Are you
Don't
kidding
do
me?
that.
We shouldn't even speak that into existence.
Let's
Let's move
not.
on from that horrible imagery.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, the Hefner, of course, for donating. And our very own Veneloswin gives 500 bits to the players and says, I believe in you.
Yes.
Yes,
We won't let you down.
message from Alcon.
Aegon.
It is destiny.
And then we have Of Three Kingdoms with another 500 bits to the players. It's Ted and tax season.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to take those taxes out of his flesh. Okay.
Well, that's the only thing you can
He doesn't have
count on
any
is
anymore.
death and
Exactly.
taxes.
Chisel it.
Or being petrified.
Yes, that's right. There are only two things that are certain in life, death and taxes. And you could say that last one is etched in stone.
Oh, no.
Keep going. No, you don't like it? You don't like it? I like it. I like
Went
it.
over my head.
All right, so now last 500 bits to the players from Squeal the Bard. Hey, Ben, thank you very much. Right to the players, hashtag free Ted.
Oh,
Oh,
pretend.
So
Clearly trying. I mean, but he is on a little bit of a back burner.
it's true.
Ted.
It's true. Okay, guys, with that, why don't we go on into the recap, yes? Yes. So last time on Natural One,
Dun dun.
we started in the middle of the fight with the Gorgon. Ted had been hit with the petrifying breath. Mayhem had also been hit, but shrugged it off. And it was Mayhem's turn. Mayhem lashed out at the Gorgon, did what he could, but alas, it was not enough.
God, I mean, damn it.
Ted took the Gorgon out just before turning to stone. With a final cry, after he put his glasses away, with a final cry,
Like a badass.
Style.
saying he would take him with him. And sure enough, he did. Ted turned to stone. Maya came out with a huge witch bolt, ended up frying quite a bit. Rhea turned into a rhinoceros and joined the fray as Rhea the rhinoceros, or as we know her, was it Mr. Pound Cake?
Yeah. Squeal the
wow.
Bard suggested Mr. Pound Cake.
Yes, the rhinoceroses have
Thick
mass.
asses. Oh.
Yes, yes.
That too.
What did you
That
say?
too. That too.
We said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pounds of flesh.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
doesn't need to
I
clip
heard.
Yeah.
So, Rhea came out as a rhinoceros and charged the great, big, large, whatever it's called, Gorgon. That's the one. That's the one. Sorry, guys, got a lot going on up here. Gordon Beers. She charged the Gordon Beers.
Oh no, it's Gorgon beer.
The Gorgon Beers.
It's the Corkin beers, huh?
Turns you to stone.
Or it just gets you
Or at
stuck.
least chilling. So you came in, and with your great big rhinoceros horn, you were able to flay off some skin, including the metal armor that was on the outside of the skin, presenting an opening. As you all attempted to beat this thing down, it got harder and harder, but eventually you guys took advantage of that opening. That's right. I think Natrix got a good hit in there, for sure. And eventually the Gorgon was felled. Congratulations. However, you now were faced with the stark reality, covered in viscera, of course, some of you using them as nunchucks, the intestines.
Yes.
Covered in viscera. You looked over and saw Ted as a statue now, frozen, his axe and all, in stone. Immediately, Natrix was taken aside by Alcon and Alistair, questioning her on how she can cast magic. She cast the darkness spell. And Alistair said, particularly, you either have to be a monk of my order or a mage to do that. which you said, or option 3, bitch.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Know So Much.
That's right. As you removed the amulet, Maya standing right next to you, having your back against this possible threat. You removed your amulet and showed off Natrix in her glory. There it was. There it was. A tiefling. A tiefling. Pink-skinned, green-haired tiefling. This satisfied his questions, and they left it at that. It was decided that you guys would take Ted back to the village after you guys hacked off the heads of the gorgon. Mayhem did that.
Cool. I was the only one that could.
That's right. He had that great big sword. Has a lot of weight to it, too, because of the thick side of it. So
Nice.
comes down real hard. So you lopped off their heads, put them in the bag of holding, gingerly carried Ted down about an hour, stopping to take some breaks, as that's a lot of Ted. So you guys eventually made it back. You stopped by real quick to grab a couple of livers as well for the basilisks, and proceeded down to Solwynfirth's farm. You guys went in there, propped Ted up, and it's just the weirdest thing. In Solwynfirth's house is just this statue of Ted looking terrified, but has his axe up.
Mayhem says, I think it really pulls the room together, though.
Feng shui.
Yes.
Strange taste in art.
I am very saddened by this, but you can really see the despair in his eyes.
You look so realistic.
It's like, it's so hard to get the eyes done right with a sculpture, but man, they got it right.
They sure did.
He's crying.
That's still funny to me.
How is Mayhem feeling right now?
Yeah.
He saw him when he was turning, so clearly at that moment he was trying to help him at least deal with that. I mean, or help him even get out of it, but he couldn't. It's one of the many things that's still going to haunt him. Right now, I think that's probably his primary goal. If he can fix it now, he can fix it as soon as possible. That's what he wants.
Nice. Nice. Well, Alistair talked to Maya for a little bit, saying it's the first time he's ever seen an Oozlium mage that can heal.
She's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it was strange to him. And Maya was, I don't know, what was my feeling right then?
She just wanted to move past it. She was like, whatever. Just gotta get this mission doing. we got stuff to do. Really, she's like, I feel attacked. I don't want to talk about this.
And she moved forward and went with Alistair to go collect the reward. But before doing that, went to tell all the villagers what had happened. Twofold reason. One was so that Solwynfirth would be safe. And number two, as it helped, I think it helped the Oozlium image in Litha. As Oozlium came through, got the free mage and left Litha to its fate. Here's Oozlium helping out and taking care of it in the end. So that went a long way. The villagers were very happy, very pleased. They were talking about, what do we do now? We've got all these people that are stone. And you guys were talking about a potion. Then, one Rhea decided she needed to figure out who could make this potion, how this potion could be made. You dared to commune again after the experience that Rhea had originally. You went out, found a tree, brought Mayhem, and who else?
And Natrix.
And Natrix with you, and they both saw this very invasive, troubling scene of these roots connecting with your fingertips and working their way through your body until they reached your brain. And then you spoke with the spirits of the plants. You learned a couple of things. You asked about the potion. The plants that were in that area were not about it. They didn't like the idea of being turned into a potion, and they asked you about the Marakute. They said they had heard of restorative magic that the Marakute would know, and they offered to go tell them of your need, and subsequently where you were. How'd Rhea react?
Absolutely not.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
And ended the commuting promptly as a
Ended.
result.
That's right. That's right. Mayhem and Natrix got to see that. How'd that feel?
Distraught about a lot of things right now. Tried to help, but I feel like if we intervened, it would not have, I don't know, not preferable. Preferable like personally, but I knew it would have ruined a lot of what we're already trying to do if it was interrupted.
True.
So conflicted, I guess. Conflicted and distraught. That's on Mayhem's half.
This is your first time a friend has turned into a glow stick?
A little.
Well, to be fair, it was just a little light on the ground there at the place of connection that was glowing up. But there were some green trails going up through. After that, you guys went to return. During that time, Alcon was having a nice conversation with Reginald, the free mage. And still the only ones who know of you guys about Reginald is Sen and Rhea, I think. I don't think anyone else has seen Reginald cast. So Reginald was very careful and started talking to Alcon and found out that Alcon was like, yeah, every mage should die. Every free mage should die, and this is what happened to me, and I ended up getting revenge on that free mage and bashing his head in with a rock. To which, rightly so, I believe, he went, have some weed. Excuse me, herb.
Oh, there's the signal.
Yeah, seeing that this was a good time to try and calm nerves and build a relationship with this person as opposed to getting too terribly nervous. Alcon kind of downed it in one, being the 7-foot plus Goliath that they are. And they finished out their conversation. I think that's where we left it off last time. So this is where we are going to pick up with you guys returning back to the Solwyn Firth farm. And with you guys, you were waiting outside while Alistair got the reward. So we're going to pick it up right there. Yes.
Quick aside. Have we discussed already the ingredients for the potion? Or like in how to get them?
All we got is basilisk liver.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
And I thought we didn't get it. Last we heard it was like packed in ice somewhere.
They wanted to stop by. They said we need to stop by and grab a couple of livers on our way back. So they grabbed it from the forest where their camp was. That was packed down in the earth with ice to keep it nice and cool. And then they headed back to Litha. So we'll pick it up with you three heading back to the farm. Do you guys want to have any conversation on the way or just want to enter?
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Yeah? Okay. So you guys enter into it. I realize I didn't say David was there. David is there as well with you guys. As soon as you go in, it's a little smoky in the room, for sure. And you have Alcon and Reginald sitting there, and they are discussing ice.
Just another form of water. Matrix says that.
It's cool to the touch and hard, but slippery.
Hold on. I'm gonna need like shuffle in.
Are you talking about ice?
Excuse me.
Oh dear.
Excuse me, Mr. Further, could you open a window, perhaps?
He's like, oh, it's a good idea. It's getting a bit in here, isn't it?
It is incredibly pungent.
Thank you for not minding an old man's face.
As he opens the window.
Yes, yes. Ice, dear boy.
Yeah. I didn't really. Are your nostrils doing fine in here as well?
You look troubled.
It's kind of sneezing and coughing.
I want to like sigh and cast just a druid craft to do a little teeny
Dust.
bit of wind.
Yeah. A little wind kind
Purge
of
that out.
as you turn and you see Rhea just kind of.
She's not. Yeah, she's blowing it away, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, out the window.
Out the
Not it. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like in his face.
Half elven fan.
Sweet. If I notice you doing that, I'm just gonna.
Thank you. Oh goodness, that was rather pungent. How is it back here?
You're fine, of course. It's great to see you. It has been a little time, and I was worried.
Well, we're happy to be back. Surely, we have done what we needed to. Don't know what we should or shall not report.
What?
As in, hold on.
What are we telling them?
Vapors
We're
affecting
not-
you?
No, yeah. Canon, yes. But I'm gonna ask: are we telling him about the communing that we attempted, or?
We specifically, when Rhea left, she tried to like very discreetly signal that she wanted you guys to go without the strangers.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Well, then my question is, what are we reporting back to them?
Well, I mean, Reginald is with
Alcon.
Alcon. Thank you. And this other Solwyn in this house, so she's not going to want them to know.
Okay.
We done metagaming?
When we
Yeah.
well when we
Planning.
left, to be clear, when we left, when we were in the room, she indicated that she would appreciate if we could all go for a walk to kind of clear our heads, that we've had a very upsetting day with our friend. So that was the conversation when we left everybody.
I think that you, at the very least, can glean from what you saw out there that is very personal, and from her demeanor, that was very personal and is probably not for outside the group.
Okay. Then yeah, how I quieted off with I'm not gonna
Say anything. I feel like I'm rather out of my mind right now. Oh,
Dragonborn. Do you have water? I am so very parched.
I want to say the fumes did get him. He's gonna grab the hand, but gently.
Sen always had water.
Had water.
Sen always had water.
Understand?
She always threw the water,
Oh,
made the water ice.
God.
And Ted, he's not water, he's stone.
Not Ted. It's my fault.
It is. It
I
is
should have not been there.
I don't know what anyone could have done in that situation. You of all, especially, you're meant to ride and be peaceful, live a peaceful life as you are. I can't see how you, but no one could have done anything.
And Ted is a dear soul, and I fear that we have lost him.
We'll find a way. Maya said she may know someone. She's not back yet.
But hope yet remains.
So uncomfortable.
Thank you, Rhea. Right. Thank you.
Deep breath and nod.
Oh, yes. Okay. Would anyone like a drink?
Yes.
So pour more wine, and we're gonna cut to Maya. As you're out there waiting, you hear in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Tempest. Respond.
I will look around, and then I will how many people are around?
So at this point, you're up near the governor's mansion. Everyone else has kind of made it back at the inn, having a celebration, that kind of stuff, and you're outside of that area, outside of the town, and up there. There's no real guards here, and...
Okay. I think I can respond
Yes.
when someone sends a message.
Yes.
I am here. Who is this?
It is Neratos.
Master, I am so sorry.
And as you turn, you see in the distance just this kind of blackish, purplish satin robe with the hood drawn. And you see just the form on the outskirts of the darkness there. The open mine inn. That is your next stop.
The open
Mine inn.
mine inn. Take a note of that.
I did some digging, and I have done what I can.
There has been a new development.
Speak.
The images of sun.
I know
Did you send some?
they are not beholden to me,
No.
but I have stalled them. The hope in mine inn. You will receive further there. And you watch as the form kind of dissolves away.
I need. Okay. Okay.
At that point, Alistair kind of comes back with his chest here, and you can see he's still got kind of that hood up on that half tunic that he's wearing. With the hood, his arms are bare, and they're carrying this very heavy chest. And he comes out to you. He's like, "Ah, Maya, told you, 5,000 gold." Opens it up. You look in. 5,000 gold.
That is excellent.
Of
It is.
course it is.
Magnifique. My bag.
Ah, right. I was supposed to put it in that. No. It's the... Yeah, you can have it. Gives it to you.
Takes it.
Was he also smoking herb, or?
He's on the beersh.
Just kind of.
You should ask if he had a hard day at work.
Had what?
I said you should ask specifically the dude if he had a hard day at work, because maybe he's just having an off.
Had.
I mean, you were there.
And we, of course.
As you seem to recall from earlier that day when he put his fist through a metallic bull's skull. And you guys saw the shockwave go past it as he killed one of them and pulled it out, and it just crumpled in
Right.
front of him.
Just eyeing those muscles. I mean.
So, back to the farm then,
We?
with our spoils. Your spoils. We
Very much so.
we can discuss what to do from there, yes?
We.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna. What to do with this?
Why don't you allow me?
kind of side-eyeing, watching his muscles.
It's there, gleaming in the moonlight. And you guys are kind of walking together. It's impressive that what you can do.
It is nothing. I can only do what an usually mage can do.
Not in my experience. Usually you all don't heal. And you seem to.
It's not something that is normal among mages.
As I said, not in my experience.
Oh.
But then again, this is a strange land. Who's to say what's normal?
And where are you from? I thought you were from here.
I'm from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well, I travel this land of Isle Nor.
Have you ever been to Berkshire?
I have.
It is beautiful there, is it not? No?
It is a wondrous city.
It is indeed.
I've never seen its like. And they don't care too much for mages either.
So like mechanical things, you know? But it is my homeland, so where I'm from. So
Interesting how yes, even Berkshirians will join the Mage Nation.
if it is so inclined,
They probably have it that way anyways.
we do not like free mages just as much as you do not.
Yes. Yes, but you guys seem to keep re-educating and putting them back in society, and, well, it just gives them more opportunity to hurt people again.
It hopes that they are now usually measures, regulated. You said that any of us measures of natural inclination could also be considered a free mage. But I am not, I am of them.
Lucky for us.
We're lucky for you.
For all in Lytha. And then you guys kind of go up and you're hitting the thing. After you.
Oh, well, thank you. So as I open the door and then hold it open for him to go.
As you go in front and go to open the door, as you turn around to do that, he's kind of like goes in and walks in the
Just
door.
kind of grins.
Walks in the door and is like, hello, everybody. Puts it up on the table. The spoils of your efforts. Points to it.
Oh,
Currently closed.
a chest.
Still affected by the smoke from earlier.
Thank you.
It is a good chest. You are right.
It looks like it could be filled with anything. I would be honored to put something I'm not using.
Matrix opens up this gold, and it's like reflecting gold onto your face. You're just like, whoa!
It
I
could
want to
go.
be keeping an extra close eye on Natrix while she opens it.
Darling,
There.
mon cher.
Be like, eh. We'll count it first.
Mon cher.
Put it back. Put it back.
I'm gonna try and at least keep a couple coins in my hand as I
Sleight of hand.
I want to try and just take a couple.
Yeah, I'll put it back.
Still in awe.
What
Three
will a 24 do for me?
I want to insight her just because I know.
Oh, it's gonna do a lot.
Can I,
Oh, wow, okay. Oh.
can I have
That was not
perception? But I feel like I'm gazing at the gold as well.
You are gazing at the gold, but the gold has your
18,
attention.
so-
Yeah, it's shiny and nice.
Don't take it.
shiny.
And
18, by the way.
18?
Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
same.
you look at her and she doesn't look like she pocketed anything. You got 10 gold.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna keep staring at her though,
Yes, we will.
knowing
count.
Natrix. We'll still count it later.
Okay.
At which point, after he put it down, Alistair is like, well, I don't think I'll be carrying that.
No.
In the morning, maybe put it on the carriage. Or put it in your bag.
That is a good place to put it. I mean, we put lots of things there. We have lots of. She like remembers those braces. She's like, oh yeah.
All of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, very well. Well, I think it has been a long night, and we have much to do in the morning. You said you possibly knew somebody in Huria that could help.
I think I know where they stay as well. It is this place called. I only heard it once. They said they were going there a long time ago. I don't know if they are still there, but it's this place called the Open Mind Inn. The Open
Yes,
Mind
I'm
Inn.
familiar with the Open Mine Inn. It's a terrible pun.
Is it not open-minded people, or is it? Is it
No,
closed?
it's the open mine, as in like it's an open mine. A mine which is open.
Oh,
The proprietor's last name is Ope.
oh.
Yeah, he won't change it. We've talked to him. But the fact is,
Okay.
He's a dad, I can tell.
the fact is that you won't find better accommodations in Huria. So
Oh,
if
that is why he recommended it when I spoke to him last.
if it pleases you, I should like to accompany you with a couple of
please.
livers.
That would be amazing.
If you don't mind.
Not at all. What do you think?
Shouldn't be any harm.
We would be so grateful. Please.
I mean, it is just to ensure that your friend here survives and that we have potion to bring
For-
back.
For everybody else, you know,
Yes.
so yeah,
Yes.
I do agree.
In the meantime, Alcon, you please stay here and hunt as many basilisks as is necessary. And Alcon is like,
Alcon's about to drop a new album.
Do we need to do a strength check on the chair that's holding her while she leans back?
That's awesome.
You hear just say,
I can just
yeah,
imagine.
it squeaks.
Maya's actually waiting. She's waiting for Alcon for that to
All right, well,
she's hoping.
it holds.
Oh.
But it does squeak, and you watch as it kind of goes out just a little bit. Very well. Well, in that case, it's still a bit early, about 8. What did you want to do for dinner?
We're
Are you okay?
it probably wore off at this point. Is it?
Yeah, it wasn't a strong one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just. Oh yes, I'm fine. I'm thinking normally. I think. I don't know. What would you like to eat?
Does our host have provisions, or do we need to go find our own?
I could. Yeah, you guys saved me. Definitely. Do you like eggs?
Yes. Which animal's eggs?
Chicken?
Just making sure.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yes, reptiles, dragonborn, all of us. You know, legs. I'm sure you've heard of it. I won't bother you with the details.
Look over at Rhea. Should we trust him with provisionals?
I mean, he's farmer, right? That's what they do.
How bad could it be?
I mean,
Cook it.
kind of look him up and down. And try it once.
Okay.
Well, I'll try not to be insulted. in Miono.
We're incredibly grateful.
We meant
Well,
no.
thank you.
She has said, we are just, don't want to impose you.
There are a lot of us, and her, and just gestured an incredibly large, slumped over alcohol.
I am hungry.
I mean, no.
Oh, get right on that. Goes off, a little scared. You hear a bunch of pots and pans clanging in the kitchen and stuff like that, and then next room over. Okay, we'll go ahead and fast forward here then. You guys eat. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do tonight?
Don't have to game it, but Maya makes a point to flirt with Alistair
Uh-huh.
a lot.
Uh-huh.
And also later, she's gonna put those bracers on.
Okay.
Rhea is counting and dividing the gold.
I just want to like be over your shoulder and just like kind of move some of them around and like be messing up your counting.
Yes.
Just be like, no, you missed this one, but this goes over here, and then like.
Well, can you? God, it's so much hot. You're not helping.
Yes, I am.
This is cooking all over again.
I want to keep you up all night with that.
Oh God.
After a while,
Eventually-
I'm gonna go grab
I'm,
her.
yeah, I would say just finally gonna get frustrated and walk away. Successful. Well done.
Nice. She leaves. You go to get her. Alistair at this time has put his hood down, and you see his black goatee, and on his ears you see a number of gems pierced into each ear, on each side as he put it down.
Actually, she's like, Michelle, we should. Wait, what is that?
What is what?
So incredible
Oh,
on your ears.
yes. Yes, the best that money could buy.
What are they?
Gems? Stones? Gemstones?
Okay, I've never seen them quite like that.
Yes, members of my order, we all wear them. So, it is a sign.
You are going to have to tell me more about this order.
Not tonight. First, we eat. Oh, you guys did eat at this time. All right, well, we'll say that you guys sit down, you eat, you finish up. Anything you want to do?
I want to kind of wait till like people are like settling down, maybe starting to pass out, and I'm just gonna go for a walk, you guys. I'll be back in a little bit. I want to head to like the town area and just like, it's like what, 9-ish, 10-ish at night, so it's kind of
Yeah, we'll say it's about 9:30, 9:45.
I want to see if I can find Stalwart, like if he's anywhere around town, or
Okay.
if like maybe at a bar or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, as you leave the house, everyone kind of notices that she said she's going to go for a walk, and then leaves.
Do we still have the sending stones, perchance?
Will we?
I don't.
think.
Before you leave, I don't feel it's best that we stay separated all as a team too long.
Just throws the one I have at his face.
Oh, you do have it.
Yeah.
But doesn't Maya have the other one? So when,
Yeah, I have the other
why would
one.
you throw it at him?
Just to mess with him.
Yeah, I asked.
I want to see if he can catch it.
Attack roll.
To catch it, roll?
I mean, that's going to be a dex.
I mean, she's still got good
It's okay. I
chances.
failed miserably. It's a 7.
7.
It just plops in front of me, I guess.
You have your shield on you?
I feel like I'm armed with it right now. I'm pretty much more like a hands clasped kind of dude.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
Just don't know if it's like on you somewhere, if it's down.
I mean, it's on my back, but if she threw something at me, I don't think I would instantly bring the shield out to combat that.
Fair enough.
It's more of a like, have to.
Fair enough. So 7, your dex.
Oh, just base dex?
Yeah,
Without
just
the roll?
dex roll to
Oh.
catch.
Oh, 13, but nothing to it.
Okay, so you throw it at him, and it's at his knees. and he goes, and it falls. But you scrambled for it.
Oh,
Slam door.
oh, you will need to. She just left.
Why don't I go and help you count now, since you're gone? Since she's gone.
That's fair.
Might as well. I don't know what's gotten into her.
Don't worry. I've got it. And David leaves.
Okay. Wait, can I give him the? Did he walk before I could even offer
Yes.
the stone?
Yeah.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, wait.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
then you should take.
She's like this. Just gonna go like this now. Just.
Reginald. Just a conversation now.
Just gonna go.
And he says, "This stone reminds me of Zed."
It was send him dead, but you're so old and nice. And he hugs him.
Just gonna walk over, grab the stone, and then walk over and help her count.
Oh man.
No? Yes? Okay.
I had a thought. Change my
Okay.
Change my mind.
So, Natrix goes down the road and eventually finds that the inn is. There's something going on in there. Seems to be some revelry in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you open it, and sure enough, man, there's people that are up on tables and they're dancing, and people are "Hey!" and like jumping off into the crowds and like falling to the ground and getting up and laughing and stuff like that, and all sorts of people are having a great time. The beer is flowing. Every time you hear it, call out, the bartender goes, "Free drinks for everyone," and everyone gets another drink.
Taking advantage of that, I'm gonna get myself a drink and just start seeing what people are talking about, how they're reacting to what's happened and everything.
Yeah, do an investigation check.
What is my investigation like?
Investigation.
15.
15? Okay, so you look through and you see Stalwart over there as you're listening to people. They're talking about how, the Gorgon are dead. You hear a lot of that. A lot of cheers to the dead Gorgon and cheers to, the adventurers who saved him. Cheers to Alistair. A lot of people drinking. And you happen to see as someone bumps you and you kind of move out of the way and look. And just at the bar there is Stalwart and Heidi Honeycutt,
Nice.
the two soldiers left in town.
I'm gonna nonchalantly make my way over as if I just happened to be in the area, not looking for you.
So you kind of go over there looking for a drink from the bartender and just kind of slide in right next to him to order your drink. And the bartender comes up. "What's it gonna be, love?"
Do you have cocktails?
What?
I just put some rum in a drink with some lime or something.
That's strange, all right. Strange folk get strange things. Here you go.
Thank God.
Just put the whole lime in.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't even cut it.
There it is. You have a glass that has some rum in it and a floating lime.
Very good, very good. I'm reminded of the good old days on our ship where I got many, many messed up cocktails.
Indeed. And you look over and Stalwart's there and he's like, "Yeah, I know you."
Oh, Stalwart, was it?
"Yes. Yeah, you remembered my name."
How could I forget?
This is Heidi. And she goes, "Hey,
Well, hello.
how's it going?"
Seems you are all having quite a lot of fun. Mind if I join?
"I don't know." Turns to Stalwart. "Do you mind if she joins?" And he goes,
Wigman.
he's like, turns back to you. It would be great if you could join us.
I'm gonna sit in
Please.
between them.
There's a seat right there. And Heidi's just kind of moves over to let you in as you get in. And she kind of goes, so, where are you from?
Well, I'm actually from Lithania, pretty close by.
Lithania.
Mm-hmm.
As Stalwart kind of stops and looks at you, his golden eyes kind of focus. And whereabouts are you from in Lithania?
Some of the less than reputable streets. Sorry.
Is that right?
Might have grown up in the slums a bit.
Landing.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm from the Landing.
Really?
Yeah.
Small world.
Not for people like me. That's where most of us are in Lithania City. They don't even have the decency to build a fucking wall around us or anything.
Sure, I know that.
Leave us out there. But you know what? As he drinks a bit, do you know what? I'm Stalwart, and I love Lithania. So I grew up. Heidi knows. I grew up. She's heard this before. I grew up in the Landing. In the Landing. The tiefling in the Landing. And there was just no... There was no way a tiefling could have gone nearly as far as they did if it wasn't for Emperor Hakem. He paved the way for people like me to make something of themselves. Before we still kind of have to hide, don't we? As he touches his horns that have been shaped to be close to his skull.
I want to reach to his shoulder and kind of give it a squeeze. I know it is hard for the tieflings. And how drunk is the people around us right now?
Plenty.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to change my eyes to my regular gold color.
Mm-hmm.
So that way only he can see it.
For just a moment, you say that again, the first bit.
I know how hard it is for tieflings. And
you're-
then like flash.
Flash. And he looks into your eyes. You do. In the Landing.
Just an aside because I want to know.
Yeah.
How long have my horns grown by this point?
Let's see, you had some time there. They're getting there. You actually, yeah, you're starting to get the points are there, the antlers. Kind of, you got one or two little antler points.
I'm going to grab his hand and put it on my head. So that he could feel it, but not anyone
I
could
assume
see
the
it.
good one.
Yeah, the good one.
Grab the bad one.
Yeah.
And you put his hand on your head, and it stops before it gets to it as it touches the antler. And he looks at you. Do you?
I understand.
Do you want to? Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Heidi, I'm taking this with me. Pay a minute. Goes away, and as you guys are walking out, Heidi's like, "They're all free!" and you guys go out and start walking through the cool, not cold, but cool summer's evening. As they're walking, and he's looking you up and down. You're a tiefling.
I am. I know what it's like to have to conform,
Clearly.
to have to hide yourself and be what everyone else wants you to be. Be the role that they fill you into. Is there anyone outside?
There's just a couple people kind of going here and there, and you hear them kind of shuffling in and out. You're kind of walking away at this point. Now, you're in the town square kind of center area where you guys came in. You can choose to kind of walk to the right, which will take you back out towards the road south, where you guys just came from.
Okay.
Or you can choose the other direction, which takes you back to the Solon farm.
I will go towards the south. I don't
Okay.
want anyone to see me.
Okay, so you guys are heading that way. You I wish I had that ability to change the way I look.
Touch
as
his
easily.
necklace and lets it fall.
And as it shimmers and fades away. Boom.
He hears the gracious sound of boom.
Tail comes out, and he stops, and he looks you up and down, and he goes, "You're beautiful."
A little blush.
Can't tell against the pink skin.
Nope,
I'm
slightly
confident as hell.
pinker.
But he looks at you with his kind of dark purple hair kind of in his face a little bit, and if I could do that, I wouldn't have had to do this.
I know. It was a gift. A parting gift from my mother.
Your mother.
I won't ever see her again.
But
She's still here. Tonight's supposed to be a night of fun. I don't know if I should ruin it for you.
You have already made my night. I don't even know your name.
It's Natrix.
Natrix. Stalwart. Did you choose this name, Natrix?
That was my birth name. I have another.
Oh. And I don't suppose I get to hear that, do I?
Unfortunately, no. Was Stalwart your chosen name?
It is. It is. I love this country. I love what it has done for all of us. You know, in the Guard, we have orcs, we have goblins, we have a lot of us tieflings. But it's better than it used to be.
I guess that's a good thing.
That's what I like about this land. It's a land of principles. I pray it stays that way.
I just wish it was a better world. One where our people could be treated fairly. Where we didn't have to hide.
I wish I knew what we did to deserve it.
Being born, looking the way we do.
But you know, Natrix, I'm doing all right. You certainly look like you're doing all right.
Better now than before.
Yeah. I think we'll yet get there.
I think you're right.
Especially when you have such wonderful examples of tieflings such as yourself.
Other gifts from my mother.
I can only imagine.
I inherited a lot from her, in fact.
More than this trinket.
The trinket. My lovely looks. And my name.
Your name? The one I can't hear.
Of course.
I'll weasel it out of you.
Oh, just try.
Okay, I was bluffing. I can't weasel it out
I
of
knew
you.
it. You had more drinks than me. Somehow, can I have a drink still in my hand as
Yeah,
well?
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, as you were going out, you grabbed
Yes,
somebody's drink.
Yes.
Magic phantom.
It's very refreshing to meet you. I hate that we have to hide like this. But we'll get there in time.
One day.
And if the Emperor, if he keeps on as he is, I think it'll be sooner rather than later.
I would hope so. It'd be nice to use this thing for something else. Something less. less this.
Okay. I mean, I think I'd have a lot of fun with it.
Granted, I do.
Kid, what can you do with that? Can you make yourself look like anything?
Does the Jessica Rabbit look?
Still looking tiefling, but just changing other stuff?
Just very bodacious.
Mhm.
Just gonna change the hair color a little to more of a red tone. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then I will change into a man.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I will change into him.
Whoa.
Just went from 12 to 6.
And
It's only masturbating at that point. Sorry.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Can I see you again?"
I'll go back to myself.
And he sits there and he's like, goes to touch his head and goes, looks at yours, your antlers kind of coming out. One day. So, Natrix, you're staying somewhere tonight. I don't see why the night has to end. So, if you want to continue walking, I'm all for that. Or if you'd like, we could have another drink.
Another drink might be nice.
Yeah? Good. Good. Also, I heard that, like, you know someone, like somebody in your group, are they, they turned to stone?
It's true. We don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, us neither. Saw a bunch of my friends, they went that way. I still got a couple. Well, we'll find a way to turn them right as well.
We will. We're looking into it. I think we'll find something. But I don't want to get hopes up if I don't see a possibility of it.
Well, hope.
To hope.
Maybe that should have been your name.
Clink and drink.
We'll say that you go back, have another drink. You guys are getting along pretty well, talking to each other. I want you to make a couple of perception checks with disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see.
while she's rolling. I was curious if shapeshifting in the middle of the street would do anything.
Yeah, no, they were out.
Okay.
What'd you get?
First one was 10, and the second one was 12.
Okay, 10 and 12. You're having a great time. You shift back to your Madalena look, I assume?
Yeah.
And then you head back in, and the whole time you did not notice David.
Aw, that cheeky bastard. He was totally keeping an eye on me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else then? Okay, so do you make it back to the Soulwind farm?
I do make it back to the Soulwind farm.
Okay, so you head back there. Stalwart walks you there and says, if you ever want to see me again, I'm based out of Lithuania City, so sometimes I'm there. If you're ever in town, you just
I'll be sure to ask for you.
yeah. Ask around the landing. There's bound to be someone there who knows me.
I'm sure they know me as well.
Cool. Well then,
Door's not open yet.
No.
I'm gonna give him a quick peck and then head in.
Cool. He just kind of takes a minute and walks away, stops, turns around, smiles real big, and keeps going.
Nice.
All right, everyone goes to bed.
I actually wanted to say after, like, I would say about 30 minutes or so of Ted and, or not Ted,
Not Ted.
Reginald and Mayhem talking about water and crying about Sen, that I would have wild shaped into a cat and gone outside to wait for Natrix to come back.
Mhm.
So did I see that last exchange by the door?
Did I notice a cat?
Like, not followed, just like, oh
How
god,
many
I
hours?
gotta get away from this.
How many hours do you have on your wild shape?
3.
Yeah, you see it? Assuming that you're sitting there waiting the whole time.
I just have to get away from the water conversation.
I'm just counting. And then I also just kind of slip those bracers out of my bag and put them on sneakily.
Okay. After an hour, they attune to you.
Yes.
You add bracers of defense to your inventory.
While
And
they're
equip them.
While they're tuning to you, I just want you to you're gonna hear us cry about like, and her ice, the ice it made was so hard and slippery.
2,143?
Slip.
Outside like cat tails.
You get to see all that as Mr. Poundcake.
I want to say when she starts coming up with him, I want to like, low cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God, don't see me.
I'm sneak.
Just like excited tail twitch.
And that happens. You guys go in and go to sleep. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll say you guys probably get to sleep at 11 at the latest. You are all sleeping all over the ground. Some on like a sofa type of area. Some has some mats, and others have like hay that he's brought in and tried to make a bed for, and put some bedding in there for you guys. But you're all sleeping. Rhea, you're out in the barn, sleeping in the barn.
With Alcon.
Aw, yeah, girl, get it.
Yeah.
As a cat. Then poof.
You are sleeping soundly, and you start to dream. You hear things, whispers. You see flashes of roots invading your skin. And it startles you outside of your sleep and brings you awake. and you feel just the slightest wind caress your slightly sweaty brow. And as it does, you feel like a presence. The wind slowly opens the door, and you hear from outside as the wind seems to exhale as it leaves, and you feel a pull on you. Don't know what it is, but you feel a presence pulling you.
Let's see, I'm gonna make sure that my cloak is on. I'm gonna leave the hood down and just check that my weapons are attached appropriately and that my fitful waking did not wake Alcon. And then,
Well, Alcon is solidly asleep for sure.
what? And then I'm gonna go slip out the door and try to do so quietly.
You do, and as you do, the wind kind of brushes again against you, kind of blows through your hair a little bit, and you see leaves kind of spin this way and that way and go up the path towards the forest.
I'm going to look at it a little bit uncomfortable and sort of glance back at the barn and then take like a deep breath and almost like a grumpy stealing yourself, like teenage, like I'm fine. And then take a couple more steps down the road and look back one more time and then continue walking.
As you're walking, you notice that the wind isn't there, but you'll hear a branch or a bush kind of shake a little bit, just for a moment. And you'll hear a whisper. It doesn't sound intelligible. It just is a whisper that seems to fade that way when the bush stops.
I want to be like still kind of wondering if I'm dreaming, a little bit uncomfortable at the rustling and like just keeping my hand on my dagger and just watching it, making sure nothing's jumping out, and kind of assuming it's some sort of wildlife, and just kind of keep following that pull.
You feel as you start going up, the wind picks up again a little stronger and kind of pushes you forward a little bit and then goes through the trees a little bit, and you feel again that pull, that presence. It feels familiar somehow. You can't put your finger on it, but it feels familiar. You continue to follow?
Yes.
The rustling here, and a little bit of leaves falling, more calling from the whispers. And you start to hear some of it as you kind of get into the forest, and you hear it go, this way.
I want to sort of like sharp inhale and look around, like try to see where it came from. And then just kind of like touch my chest and take a few deep breaths and like check the feeling. Not, I guess, still a little bit concerned, but checking that feeling of like warmth and familiarity, just kind of deciding to continue to go with it.
Get right back to that. Right now we have a raid from Wizard Rex TV.
Hi guys.
Hey!
Nice.
Welcome to the chaos. We're in the middle of a tense moment here with Rhea, who was woken up in the middle of the night. But we're going to give away a Nord Games luck deck. You're using right here, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
When you roll a natural 20, you get this fun card that helps you out. When you roll a natural 1, I get this fun card that doesn't help you out. So we'll be giving one of those away right now for the raid. Thank you, guys. Stick around for 10 minutes while we roll this #chaos for a chance to win that Nord Games luck deck. Good luck, everyone.
The deck we love and love to hate, depending on which half we get.
You're moving forward kind of cautiously, and you hear the whispers say, "He wants to speak with you." In your head, you're hearing this as you continue into the forest. And you walk into the forest, and you keep walking, and it keeps leading you further, about 45 minutes into the forest, as the trees get thicker and thicker, and you have lost the path at this point as it's taking you throughout the trees. And finally, you go up to this hill as the wind kind of starts to coalesce, and the whispers start to hum now. And you feel that humming, like in your mind, in your body, down to your toes. You feel this humming, this vibration, something that you haven't really felt before. As you are driven forward, and finally, up on this hill, there is a little clearing with this great, giant, blue oak tree that is sitting there, just on this little hill in the forest.
I want to be kind of at the tree line, looking up at it. Just sort of take a moment to admire this gigantic oak.
It looks very old.
And kind of glance around the clear parts, and thinking, but I must still be dreaming. And then sort of take another deep breath and step out into the clearing, and approaching the tree a little bit closer. And just, I guess not necessarily like slowly or cautiously, but like slowly and with purpose.
Slowly and with purpose, you look up at this tree and you're coming in, and as you get closer, you notice on the ground are little sproutlings here and there all around this tree. And as you're walking forward and the feeling and the humming gathers in you, all of a sudden, as you get to this tree, it stops. And you hear in your head, "Rialea."
I want to like look around. Who?
And you hear kind of the sound of wood twisting as a big branch moves. Another one moves, and you see the tree shake a little bit.
Back up just a little bit.
As you notice a couple of knots in this thing, in this tree, and this part in the tree that is kind of, you'd think like a bird would live in it, this little hole area kind of widens as you see two knots for eyes, and this big old mouth that kind of opens up, and it looks a little menacing at first, and then the eyebrow kind of go down on this thing, and it looks at you, and it goes, "Rialea."
That's it. I've lost my mind.
You are Marakute.
As it is saying this to you with its mouth.
Yes. How do you? How are you? Why am I here?
You completed your ceremony.
Ceremony? I didn't do any ceremony.
You communed with the spirits of nature.
I mean, yes. It was, I did it wrong, though. I've never seen it like that. How, what am I didn't try again. How are you? How are we? You have a face.
And you kind of feel kind of the warmth of his laughter impressed upon you as he laughs.
I have a face granted to me by the Marakute.
Oh.
They awakened me. And now I am more than I was. I am guardian of this forest. And I relay the messages of the spirits.
I've only heard them speak of awakened trees. I've never seen. I've never met. Hello. I've never met one before, and then I'm just gonna kind of drop to my knees, just and bow a little bit. It is lovely to meet you.
And you hear a as great big branch comes down, and without leaves on this bit, kind of touches you just underneath and raises your head just a little bit.
Initially slight flinch, and then relax into it a little bit.
You are known to me because you are known to the plants of this place.
I did reach out to them for help, for two of my friends.
You communed. The connection was made.
I've never heard of it being quite so physical.
It is usually something when you come of age. You learn of the ceremony, but you left the Marakute.
Just gonna look down at that. I know.
Did not have your chance to commune.
I tried with them. I really did. Migisi made me practice often. It never worked.
To practice listening.
Just sort of swallows very hard and nods.
And something tells me you're not good at listening.
sort of sheepish look. Sometimes, when I stayed where Migisi told me to, I was all right at it. Just sort of like shuffling a little bit, awkward, uncomfortable.
We are connected now. Really. I know you.
Do you have a name? What might I call you?
I have a name. It is Tashunka, given to me by the Marakute of eons past.
A very old name.
A very old tree.
And just sort of look at the trunk and like the thickness of the different branches. So I can see you've been here a while.
I do not have to stay.
As you feel a rumble in the ground as you see a root and another root come up as he pushes himself up.
When he does it, I want to like stumble backwards and like crab crawl, like
And it looks like you're going to go down the hill, and he puts it underneath you, behind you.
Do not be frightened.
It's just you're very large, and I've never met a tree that could move before. I've never met any plant that can move before. I've never met a plant.
You have met those. They tell me of you.
I mean, I've spoken with them, but it was not a proper meeting. Not like this.
Is frightening.
Just sort of thinks about it for a moment, remembers the being stuck to the ground with communing and that sort of invasive feeling. No, this isn't. You're just very large, and that's startling, but communing, that's frightening.
It is why the Marakute keep it secret until you are ready. They prepare you for the ceremony, but you could not be.
Because I left.
But now you are one with us. The connection has been made.
Be making some like deep breaths, but like quickly, almost like trying not to cry, but definitely tearing up a lot, and maybe like one or two streaming a little bit, just like very relieved.
You need only listen and feel us.
I will try. I will continue to try. Great Oak, thank you, and bow again.
Tashunka.
Yes. Tashunka.
You need not bow before me.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the protocol is. I just, thank you.
Rohum. You are different than the others.
from the Marakute?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been told. That's why I had to leave.
They know you're safe. I have told them.
I'm glad they know I'm safe. They don't know that you told them, do they?
No. I heard your request for anonymity,
Thank you.
but they are so happy to know you are alive and safe.
Just sort of smiling and more crying. They're happy.
They have sent a message to you.
Yes?
Yes. They say
Just like waits for a minute and then
that you are welcome back any time. They want you to be you. The balance is all they want you to remember. When one eats, they plant. When one uses, they plant. First, the Marakute speak and get permission.
Yes. Yes, of course.
You are connected to them all now through us.
Just sort of like mouth moving, not sure what to say, lots of crying.
As the tears start streaming down your face, he reaches out again.
They will be there when you are ready.
I know. I can't go back yet. Not yet.
But you are never alone.
No. Just sort of gonna do like the full arm nose wipe. Like the snuffly full arm nose wipe. And then with the other hand sort of like pat the branch.
You will now be able to hear us if you listen. But only just should you wish to speak. You have been given the knowledge you require.
As he kind of points one big old branch to your head and just barely touches it. And when he does that, you feel kind of the same kind of connection that you did when you were communing for the first times. And you feel that, and all of a sudden your mind is awakened. And you've been granted the knowledge of the spell Speak with Plants.
Yes.
Which you can use, and it's always prepared. And it does not count towards your prepared spells.
Yes.
So, it is always prepared.
He takes it back. Just ask.
Just going to nod, like, fervently, all sniffly. Just... Thank you.
It is good to know you, Rialea, the most headstrong of the Marakute.
Yeah. Balance, right? It must be
Remember
someone else out there.
the balance.
I will.
Now, I will sleep.
Sort of. And pat, like, his branch again. Yes. Thank you.
Should you choose to pass a message to the Marakute, I could relay it.
Yes. Can you... Can you tell them I got their message and that I miss them?
It will be done.
And with that, he kind of shakes more, and the roots kind of retreat back, settles in, and the face kind of disappears again, as knots go this way and that.
Want to be like smiling and then just start kind of like laughing a little bit, like laugh crying, and then very excited and then just sort of like rub the grass. Like, yes! And a little like stand up and like as I'm walking by just sort of trailing fingers through all of the little saplings and everything. And then I'm going to, I think, well, nope, I didn't get, would that have counted as like a short rest? Before? When I
Yeah, you would have at least had that.
So, with my short rest, I will turn back into Mr. Pound Cake and run through the night back to the barn. Happy cat screeches.
Cat screeches, and you get in under the blankets that you had there as a cat, and then fill it back out as Rhea. And that's where we're going to take our break, guys. Yeah. That's where we're going to take our break. Hashtag Libris for a chance to win this set of dice that I swear I'm going to use tonight. It's being used tonight on tonight's show. They're absolutely gorgeous from Libris Arcana, so hashtag Libris. Stay tuned through the break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll draw it then. All right, guys? See you in a bit. And welcome back to Natural One. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get right back into it, but first we got some bits for you guys. We got some bits, and I'm sure we'll talk about who won the dice. These gorgeous, never-before-used dice.
Mint condition.
So far.
That's right. It's a big congratulations to the Mighty Maple. The Mighty Meeple.
No, I get it. They're getting
Won
into
the dice.
getting into the druid thing.
I know, I
I'm all
know.
for it. Thank you, Mighty Maple.
There was that great blue oak, and then there was the maple next to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Congratulations, the Mighty Meeple, for winning these gorgeous dice. I am very jealous because they are gorgeous. They look like galaxies.
Yeah, I'm actually jealous too.
Yeah. So we're going to get right back into the bits. We got a lot of story. Got to get you guys to Curia. So let's just start with Rav Starburner, who gives you guys 500 bits to the players for no reason.
That's the
There it
best
is.
reason.
You caught it.
I did.
Thank you, Rav
You saw.
Starburner. Much appreciated. Rav Starburner also gifted 3 subs today. 3 subs were gifted.
Thank
So,
you.
congratulations to those who did, and thank you very much, Rav Starburner. And next, we have 500 bits from Tamago Tora.
Yes.
The one, the only, the Tamago.
I'm gonna go.
The ultimate Torah.
He said, for Bo looking dapper. So I think I get to keep that one.
Please elaborate, Tamago Torah.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamago Tora.
Stunning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's not wrong, but I'm upset.
Breaking your.
It's not my beer.
That is
that real?
That was your octopus. Why did you do that?
Okay.
Comedic effect.
Ren Camo is here. Hey, Ren Camo.
Hello.
Yes, one of the longest supporters of our channel, Ren Camo, and they have donated 1,000 bits to the players. So, coming at Maya and at Natrix there. Thank you very much, Ren Camo. And then Squeal the Bard gives 500 bits to Tree Beer.
I get it.
Yeah.
Of course I get it.
I ain't even mad.
Yeah, no, definitely.
that's
I
great.
really liked the opportunity to get this character out there because I really like the idea of the Ents and Treebeard, and I liked it a lot. So,
I need the Deku tree.
and the Deku Tree as well. Yes, absolutely. Ocarina of Time.
Yes,
Yeah, always. So, thank you, Squeal the Bard. All right. You guys wake up in the morning. Is there anything in particular you want to do? No? Yes?
I'm good on my end. Yeah.
So as you guys are getting up, David is up. And he's saying to you as you guys kind of wake up, all right then. Yeah? What we going to do for breakfast then? We better be off. We've got someone to find.
Just looks around, looks at Solwyn.
So,
More eggs?
You did give us Brenna. Breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, all right, yeah, no problem. I'll get going.
Is that going to be an imposition?
Oh, did you prepare any spells, by the way,
Nope.
today?
I will though.
Did we? Eat
I will
all
work
his
on
eggs?
that while we travel.
he
Huh?
has chickens. He gets new eggs.
Did
Yeah.
we eat all his eggs though?
Not
There's a
all
lot of
his
us.
eggs, yeah. He went out and got more. There's
Don't want to take all his stuff.
Worst case scenario, he's got chicken and waffles. Yeah.
Where are the waffles?
I don't know. Well, we have chicken.
at least they got chicken.
Chicken and Sans waffles. Sans chicken.
Oh my god, all these Welcome references I just can't.
So you guys eat. Alistair reminds you guys that he's going to go with you. He's got a horse that he can use, so he will go ahead and use that and follow you guys along. He lets, Alistair says that he lets Alcon know that they are to stay here and help out here, get more basilisk livers if they need it, and that we would go find a solution in Huria. You guys gingerly get Ted into this carriage. There's not a whole lot of room for anyone else because he's standing
I forgot why we couldn't fit him in the bag of holding.
No, you may be able to, if you want to put Ted in the bag of holding.
Would it suffocate him, Maya, if we were to... I don't want to disgrace him, but
He's
it may be
stone.
more subtle.
He's not breathing anymore.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe he can breathe. I have no idea how to...
Hold on. I'm just going to put my head right up against his chest. The stone Ted chest. Yeah, no, nothing. He's definitely not breathing as a rock.
The stone is not very porous.
I've just never done this.
I think I have about 300 pounds left of space. So.
He weighs more than 300 pounds.
Okay, no, I do not.
Of course he
Wait,
does.
what happens if you exceed that weight limit? Or you just can't put it in there
It just
in general?
explodes.
It's just, I don't know.
I'll look it up. For now, I'll say if you attempt to do that, he won't go all the way in.
Ah, dang it.
All right. Yes, I don't... I'm stuffing him in there.
I think
It would
As you guys tried it, and he wasn't going all the way in. As hard as you guys were trying to get him in there.
How small is this dimension?
Yeah, it's up to 500 pounds.
And I think 200 of that is rum?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Well, you gotta think
we
about the
drank some of
necessities.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got priorities. Except now at least the bracers aren't in there.
Yes.
Wait, let me check something. Pulls out one of the rum bottles and just like sees if he goes in a little bit more.
Is that will not help?
Yes.
It's not, no, it's just,
Well, at least this is here.
Okay.
okay, no, not going to work.
We can put him in the carriage again.
I'll just
Yeah.
sort of walk over to the carriage and then like gingerly put it down.
The bag.
How much of him is in there? Like, are we talking about like this much of him in there? Or
There's not a whole lot of room to stand up in the carriage, so you get him diagonally with his ass, and his feet won't. The door won't quite close with his feet right there.
He's a problem.
That's awesome.
Wait, how much of him will we able to get in the bag? Can we sort of split the difference?
I feel like that. Oh, wait. Wait, like the whole way, right? We would have to hold the bag there.
Yeah,
Sort of.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need everyone who's handling Ted, that was you, and that was you, to make me strength checks.
I'm glad
Please
I'm
be
not
good to me.
Good thing we're all very strong.
I'm
16.
glad we should do these.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, us both?
Do you need an
We're gonna do a cumulative, so
Mine is 7 total.
7,
Oh, 6.
6.
16. Why is the weakest
16.
one here the strongest at the moment?
What do we do?
What do we do, team? Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm voting we at least like give some more strength
I-
to this. I don't want Ted to die.
I only say I have +5. So how much do you have?
+1.
We
Okay.
not. Team?
Yeah, let's re-roll.
Yeah. Roll that. Do a whole. Yeah, just do 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me hers. Let's throw and throw.
After your roll.
I guess I'm left-handed now because I threw that one strong.
Ted falls on Mayhem with his axe.
Oh, God. I love you.
Reroll. Go
After
for
your
it.
re-roll, we'll decide if I need a...
For those of you who are new, this inspiration, 1 gets them an extra d6 for their roll, 2 gives them a new roll, but they have to take the second roll.
Seriously, those bracers like have strength 2 or something, guys.
11 total this time.
11,
11.
16, and
6.
6.
Do we need to reroll for you, dear?
We're gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah, how agile is the statue?
You guys are moving him in and out, and then Rhea's hand slips. And he falls thunk, against the ground. And his axe.
He's gonna be pissed. Oh my
breaks off.
god.
Yeah.
But his human, but everything that's part of his human body is fine. Correct?
This is
To
why
be
I said
fair,
we should just reroll,
I
guys.
said if it wasn't enough that we would re-roll.
But if it's just his
To
head,
Can
be
if you want.
fair.
If you would like to do another one, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would rather him not have
Save
his.
the axe.
Yeah.
I do not want to incur the wrath of Ted. Sorry.
got it.
Oh, we would owe him so much money.
You guys.
It was meant to be. Okay, never mind.
Same number.
Same number.
Of all.
So
This is just awful.
you guys are struggling to move Ted, and you hear David say, "Easy, easy," and whoop,
You're good. You're good.
I wasn't touching it.
Ah,
Jesus.
Noted.
me either.
Touching it.
This is going to be a problem.
We're gonna get him right. And we're gonna fix this.
Of course.
He's
Going
totally
to
gonna
have to.
Okay, no, this is okay. I'm just gonna put the axe part in the.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Does he fit into the carriage now?
It's gonna be difficult to get other people in there, but he's kind of in there. You guys do have some rope. The other option is you could
No.
try and tie him.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
we're
that's-
not doing that.
Not shuttle.
Ma'am, you go up front with
Tiefling and
Reginald.
dragonborn statue.
It's like, ma'am, you go up front with Reginald then, and someone will have to sit in the back with Kevin.
Yes, I've been riding Kevin
We could put him on the back and just tie him there. I don't know, whatever.
because
Yes,
That's
because
subtle.
we just dropped him and that was actually working out. That's a terrible idea.
We're trying to be subtle.
we're trying not to draw attention to ourselves. You think that a half-broken statue of a terrified man tied to the back of our carriage won't draw attention?
All right. Well, it's that or some more people walk.
You know, Alistair, could I ride with you?
I don't see why not. Alistair is always happy to help someone in need.
He's great. I just hold up my hand so I can get up on in front of him.
Okay.
Yep. Just
All right. Pulls up. You go behind him.
yeah,
Okay.
or in front. It doesn't matter which way.
Which one?
Maybe in front. Just
Okay. You go in front. And he's kind of up off you like that. That takes care of one.
Mayhem, you need to ride inside,
Of course.
and between you and Ted, I think we need to see how many others we can fit in there, and then decide who's walking.
We do have room in the back and the front.
Can I fit in there easily enough with Jet?
With Ted kind of being sideways and like that, you can get in on the other side, the one decent place that's in there. Everything else is going to be a little cramped. So if people get in there, they're going to have to contort or try and sit in.
Tuck the tail.
Used to that by now.
Evidently.
So then we have, out of character, do we have, how much room other than that in the carriage,
You think that
body-wise?
probably a couple of small people would, 2 small people would do it. It wouldn't be as comfortable, but it would work.
So we'd be able to get,
David and Matrix in there.
and then I'm thinking seat-wise, we have 2, and then the top 3, and then the back 4.
If you want to put another one up with Reginald, you can.
Because I think
No,
that would
that's what
cover
I was saying.
everyone. Yeah.
Mayhem. Why don't you sit in the front with Reginald and then?
No, we're trying to.
No, I know. Okay, I get it now.
So we'll say you're in. Who's up front with Reginald?
I was gonna say I think if we have that many seats, the only ones that we're still looking for are Natrix and David.
Right. You're on a horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Natrix and David, you guys get uncomfortably close in the carriage.
Watch where you're grabbing.
I'm sorry. Can't watch it from this angle.
It's like an eclipse. The moon and everything.
So you guys get in and you head over and you start heading west. And you see the road kind of go up and there's these nice rolling hills and it kind of gives way now and you see the Emerald Bay there as you get back on the road and you notice it comes back up with the main road that you guys left to get to this one. And as you're going, you see the sun getting a little higher on the left there as you look at the Emerald Bay and you can smell the salt water on the air. It's very fresh and it gets pretty close there to the bay as it goes forward. And in the distance, you start to see after some time this city in the distance. These big round gates on one side. You can't see anything on the other side, but as you kind of go up this hill, you get a little view of it. There are two parts to this city with a great big river flowing in between it. Very large river that you would know as the Maiden. There are two rivers that flow from Lithania City down to the Emerald Bay, and this is the Maiden. The other one is the Mother. And you recognize Huria. You have been here before. You know the Open Mine Inn. You guys see the city is separated into two halves with that river in front of it, with this great big wall that's kind of curved. And from up there, it almost looks like a pair of lungs. From up there, each side of the city. You know that they are called the East and West Pleuris. And as you guys are going down into the East Pleuris, you see a bridge that crosses the river over to the West Pleuris. There is a road, as you guys are going up and looking down on this, there is a road that follows the Maiden north towards Lithania City. You know this is the next part of the journey towards Lithania City. You also see that river, things coming in, things going up, people hauling stuff up the river. You see the great big stone, and off in the distance as you guys go up high, you can almost see a quarry far in the distance there that you would know as the main export kind of this city. You also know that this city used to be a base of Lithanian power. It was their main port before the unification. So before Arkadosh and Sarkanto and Ere were forced to come together through Emperor Hakem I, his campaign to bring the nations together, this was their main port. You guys now know their main port as Austrin, which you guys came in through. This used to be the main military port of Lithania proper. It has since changed. There's still some very limited, more ceremonial functions there. And you know that most of the military stuff is in Austrin or over in Sarkanto, because those are the ones that are the closest to the Brothers' Vigil and that place where any attack from the sea would come into the Emerald Bay. Okay. You guys come down into it, and you're moving forward. Let me get my map. As you're going in, you kind of look around and you see some flyers that are posted here and there that says missing, and it has like a sketch of a person that's missing. As you're going through town, on the walls there will be plastered these missing persons photos for all intents and purposes.
Is anybody recognizable? Or?
Yeah. Does it? Well, I mean, to me personally, I'm like, is it? I feel like I do a pass. For me, only me, a passive. When I notice it passively, because I'm not really looking for other wanted posters. I'm thinking about Ted and I'm thinking about Sen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make a perception check. We'll see.
Wait, yeah, just plus the normal perception?
Yeah.
17 total.
Yeah. You see these as you're coming in. You know, this may be only your second time to Huria in your life, so you're kind of like, okay, you're trying to take it in and see what it is, and you definitely see those missing persons posters here and there.
From that role, do I notice anything recognizable, like of the person that's actually missing?
No.
No.
You do notice that there's different people that are missing. Some are older than others, some are kids. It kind of spans the gamut there.
Can I remember these people? Like, if I could, like, I don't know. Just
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, 7 total.
So really
Plus
good.
nothing.
7 total. You start to try, and you're like, okay, Brian Jacobs, all right. and you're going through, and then it just
I will definitely never forget these.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. As you guys are coming through, there's the river there that's on your left as you're going through these districts with houses and everything there. As you get up to the sorry, let me look at the map here. As you come in, it bends towards the sea as you're the bay as you're heading down this big main drag or people coming and going. You guys eventually make it to the Ope Inn mine, which has like a picture of a mining pick and a guy falling into a mine. And you go in there, and David says, "I'll get our rooms for the night." Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
If you guys wanna get a bit of lunch or something.
Is it best for me to also grab lunch, or should I stay in the carriage?
I mean, we need rooms.
Yes,
We might
and
as
you'll
well
have to
leave.
get out to get into one, so I wish Sen were here.
That was a lovely ride. I understand.
We've
Yes, it was invigorating, to say the least.
just gonna be in the back doing teenager like disgusted faces, just like
There.
Mayhem Snickers.
Do I see that at all?
Yes. And as you guys are actually going over, before you guys get to the open mine inn, you guys go over that big old bridge in the center of it, and you notice that part of it leads down. In the middle of it, there's some stairs that kind of go down, and eventually they go into this place that has this big opening of stone that has been carved. And you recognize this, you especially, as the Lithanian stone from the nearby quarry. But it has all been cut, and the stairs go down into the river. So, you would know that as the Temple of Zomer. And that is the chaotic neutral goddess of the sea. So, but you know that as her temple. All right. You guys get there to the Ope Inn mine. David goes to get you guys your accommodations as you guys all sit down. And it is not long as you're sitting down before Maya, actually, you all see more missing people posters in the inn. There's a board outside the inn as well that had some there. You basically get that these people have been missing and it keeps happening. And it's been happening for a bit. That's what you gather from that.
So there's a problem.
I am even more distraught.
so many.
They have to be connected.
It is too many for one village.
Even for a city, this is too many.
Yes.
Don't you know? Some slips through the cracks, but yes, this does seem like an awfully a lot.
And at one point, someone approaches your table and just sits down right next to Maya, kind of scoots in. Excuse me, sits down and just says, you know, all birds are beautiful, but I prefer the ones with talons. It's a dark-skinned person, hair kind of pulled back and flowing down, kind of dreadlock style, going back. Very deep brown eyes. Slim build, looks probably 30 to 35. No facial hair.
The lens are quite nice. There are but tools that bring about the survivors, so I imagined the talent bird would be quite good. Quite beautiful.
Indeed.
Very uncomfortably staring at this person that just sat down at our table.
Excuse me, I don't think we've met. Hello.
I have business with your friend here.
Do you know this person,
Yeah.
Tamaya? For this
Yes, that person that I was telling you about. Come on, you don't have to be so shy, Kellam.
It is nice to meet you.
These are my friends. This is the man I told you about the into the potions for the basilisk. Minotaur, Griffin. What is
The
it?
Gordon and
The Gordon. Thank you.
No, Gorgon with a G.
Oh, Dorian, I really appreciate it. Kellam, these are my friends.
It is nice to meet you.
Hello.
We should catch up, huh?
We should,
Want to
if we're
take a
going to
walk?
get you that potion.
Yes. Oui, let us do it. If you would excuse me, if you could please, mon cher, if you could please just,
By all means.
So they get up and kind of walk off to a little area.
I want to watch them go very intently the whole time.
Too.
Puts his arm
Okay.
around her as they're walking on the shoulder and laughs as they go up the stairs.
She says, I was like, I cannot believe their faces. Oh, my goodness. Did you play the most coolest of jokes, Callum? Yeah.
As you get up there, he goes, I am Threen Jala.
Threen Jala.
Our boss sent me. Your friend is here.
Son is here.
Yes.
Where?
Where do you think? The embassy. Naruto's created a distraction.
What kind of destruction did I master?
Apparently, people have been going missing here.
I have seen the missing posters.
Yes. It might be related to something else. We don't know.
What do you mean?
The alderman of this city. He's been reaching out to the Mage Nation. Apparently a special enforcer came out here from Uzlium.
What would the imposter do out here?
There was
Why?
a mage problem.
The free mages, yes, we have heard of them. They summoned the Gorgon.
Not them. No,
Is it different, free mage?
I don't know. What I
Okay.
do know is that there are a lot of them. They were operating out of here. So Uzlium sent a special enforcer.
Okay.
We have reason to believe that the special enforcer brought something here to take care of it.
And you think that special thing is what is causing all the people to go missing?
I don't know. I just got here. But what I do know is that the frostworms were being led on a goose chase. They got them away from Sen. That gives you and your friends an opportunity to get to her.
Okay. Where in the embassy will she be?
She's in the basement.
Basement, of course.
There is a cleric with her.
She is a cleric.
Yes, she was extremely badly burned.
She isn't always... Okay.
So,
Right.
what is this about a potion?
So there... we need a potion that can cure petrification.
Okay.
So the Gorgon petrified one of our friends. And also we said that we would, it was part of the cover. I had to say,
It's
that I
fine,
knew
I get
someone
it.
in the area who could possibly do this.
I don't know about any potion, but it seems to me anybody who could make it would probably be at the embassy.
Okay, that is a good way of having to go in.
That's true.
I could use that.
That's true. You should know something else. The alderman's son was taken.
So what?
The alderman, who is the kind of the mayor of the city.
Mm.
The alderman's son was taken. That's why Neratos seized upon this. You see,
See, that is clever of our master.
yes. The special enforcer wasn't doing their job here.
Seems like a lot of Usley mages are not doing their job here.
Well, doesn't matter. You have a job.
To find the missing people?
No.
Of course not. I meant son,
Yes.
at city.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna say I'm going after that potion of yours. See
You'll
what I can
just-
do.
You will just walk downstairs, and I will tell them that you are looking into it.
Works for me.
Okay.
Um,
Are you ready?
yeah. Kind of turns and walks out and eventually kind of makes their way down the stairs.
Laughing and.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb, you have to. Oh my goodness, that story.
Don't worry, I'm gonna look into it.
Okay. Good. I am.
It's nice to meet you guys. Any friend of hers? See you around.
Venator.
Pleasure.
I want to make an
Then
effort
it
to
what?
like
Sorry.
give him a firm handshake and just kind of use that time to inspect him, see if there's anything different or odd.
Mm-hmm. You go to shake his hand, and he goes to grab it and then moves past it, turns around, gives you finger guns, be back in a bit, and goes.
Au revoir, Caleb.
I want to say that, so while they were up there, I just wanted to do a really quick little conversation with them.
Sure.
As soon as Maya and her friend Caleb, that we think
Caleb, yeah. Caleb.
is out of earshot, I just want to lean into them and say, I don't trust him. We never heard her reach out to anybody, but somehow he knew that we would be here. She never spoke to anybody about a potion, and now he's here to make it for us.
Something's off.
I may be accustomed to the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Maybe she sends message. In her own private time. I have no idea.
I share
All
a
I'm
room
saying-
with her. I would know.
Oh,
All I'm saying is we don't know how he knows what he knows. Just stay vigilant. We don't need somebody else getting captured. We've already lost Sen. Stay alert.
very true.
David's with you guys as well at this point. I assume that's okay. So that happens. Maya rejoins you guys. They're out of there. You guys are sitting there having a drink.
Just eating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Ray had a great point and changed Mayhem's thinking a little, so he's just uncomfortably sipping at him. But he doesn't know how to respond.
He's not there.
Oh well, when he gives the later
Oh, yeah.
when he gives the finger guns.
Yeah.
I think.
he leaves, and you guys are all alone.
So Callum is going to be looking into the potion, and She's like, this is uncomfortable.
One less thing for us to do, I guess.
How fortunate that he happened to be in the inn at this time of day.
He is an old friend, and I do know that I told you that there was someone I could reach out
Does he,
to when we got to Hyria.
does he live in the area then?
Sometimes he goes in frequent here, but there are other things he does, of course. So it is actually good that we run into him.
How very fortunate that he's here and he knows exactly what we need.
He does. He knows a lot about what we need.
Thank goodness. We have a lot of petrified people that we need to get taken care of.
And one that is waiting for us.
We can only hope.
Just eats. Just like, I'm just gonna tell you later then. Just trying to, you know.
David says, all right, then, what's it to be then? What's the plan?
So,
If you can trust your contact, then I trust you. But I guess that means Ted's cure is here until we wait until we hear about it.
no, so there is an embassy that is here, and Callum does not have the potion, does not, just something that it's a little out of his purview. So it is complicated, so he's going to go look into it, and meanwhile he said that there is a chance of going to the embassy and looking for it.
Is he a mage, though?
There as well. His potion.
Yeah, you would know that most of the potion makers for the strong potions would be Oozlium mages. It's one of their big businesses that they have.
Okay, I probably know this.
Yes, you would.
He is, yes. A very respectable Oozlium mage. But he does not have any of those type of potions on him at the moment. So he's going to look into it. He did say for us to check the embassy.
He can't check himself. I mean, we're busy people. We have to get to Sun after all.
We about that.
What?
Looking around.
He,
So I said, there is someone else who is waiting for us here.
who?
Okay. Perhaps we should go somewhere else where there is less prying ears, so to say.
Do we have rooms?
We have rooms on the 3rd floor.
Takes my wine, I'm just gonna sip it.
You guys go up to the room. As you guys are going up the stairs, Reginald finally, who got the carriage put away and ready, comes in.
Where's everybody?
Oh, Reggie.
Son of a...
You guys are sitting in the rooms, and you're there. David says, all right, what is it?
So, the potion was not exactly what I came to meet Callum for.
Well, I'm in suspense. Let's...
So, I have this spell, right? That can send messages to people.
Nice.
So, I sent a message out, and I got I knew he was here, sort of. I sent a message out, and he responded. And it was about San.
Why would he know about Sen?
I asked. We usually images have our ways.
Well, there's only 2 ways for them to go from us. Either back to Karma or to Huria. So what you're saying is they're here.
She is here.
But, they're here as well.
Well, they are on a wild goose chase right now.
For what?
So you saw those missing posters outside?
Yeah?
The alderman's son is missing. And so now the first ones, because the special enforcer that was sent here is not doing their job. So the first ones have stepped in, and now San is alive, and there is a cleric with her in the basement of the embassy.
So this friend of yours doesn't have clearance to carry around petrification potions, but they know exactly where our friend is?
Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't know if it actually existed. The potion. I just...
Callum.
Oh, no, that's Alistair, who's still with you.
Oh, that's Alistair. Oh. Right,
Well,
sorry.
he's in on it now.
I mean, if you wanted to make a point of keeping him
Yeah,
down.
just asked.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say that we would have asked him just to
Wait for Reggie.
Reggie.
Watch our drinks, yo.
Talk to him about water, he loves it.
Fair enough. All right, he's not there. Go on.
Instructions to care for Reginald.
So, yeah, so just like, oh, Callum is back, or Kaleem, rather. Kaleem is back. No. So, what was I saying? I was missing people. Oh, the potions, that's what it was, sorry. Well, of course he is not a potions person.
Well, I just thought all mages.
That was a ruse. Because I was looking, because I told you that I knew someone here that I could get a hold of to find out about San. And I asked, and that is what they found out.
So said.
Mm-hmm.
It's just with a cleric right now.
In the basement of the embassy.
Based on the knowledge of your friend,
Who I trust.
I don't know.
I am an Uzli mage. I do not have people that I do
Your friend is not with her now.
confer.
She may have been with a cleric. We don't know how long she'll be with just a cleric. She may not be at the moment.
But if this opportunity is available,
Mm-hmm.
can we really ignore it?
You are starting to distrust me now.
You know that. Not you, your friend. That was eerie. And they weren't exactly cheerful in the way that they introduced themselves.
Is that what Kaleem? He is just a wee bit paranoid.
Yes. As am I.
Maybe this is why we get along.
Fair. The important part now is figuring out if we can get to Sen or not. Some of my abilities, I promise I'll fill you in later, also indicated that Sen was in Huria.
That's good.
We
Combination
spoke.
on both parts.
It tracks.
Do not doubt my friend, but I understand.
You said she's with a cleric. Do you know where?
As I said, in the basement of the embassy.
There could be several rooms down there.
What sort of thing do they keep in a basement of the embassy?
Something they're trying to protect.
Depends. Either free mage prisoners or people who are hurt, or it could be a number of reasons, a number of things.
All right, but how do we get in?
They'll never let us into the basement. Maya, perhaps.
Well, if it's just one guard.
I was just going to say that using the reason why I said about asking for the potion at the embassy is because of that reason, to get into the embassy, to get some. I do not know for certain. There may be sewers, there may be a back way into the basement from sewers or whatnot, but I do not know. I am not certain.
Liam likes to use those crystals to move about. From what I understand, we just get to that, think basement, and we're in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Is it normal for them to let non-Oozlium mages near one of those crystals?
No, I don't think so. But if we all had a reason, being led by someone who could,
It could work. I don't suppose they give tours.
No. But if we say that we are on a mission from Leitha about the potions,
You're the only one with a brand. It would be up to you to take the lead on that, or they'd never let us near one of those crystals.
of course, not. I need you because we have ingredients that are heavy. Use that just. Let's have all these precious ingredients for the potion that we had. If we could just find. No, it's a little sketchy of this story.
well, seems to me like if the frostworms are here and they're out and about,
Hmm?
now's the time. We don't have a lot of time to talk about it.
Sadly.
This is the opportunity.
So I didn't beat around the bush.
I'm
We
gonna.
go in, we can plead our case with the Mage Nation, maybe. Go in there, say, hey, please help us. We're from Lifa. Cause distraction. Someone gets in.
Mhm.
Maybe the person at the front gets a little sleepy. Talking about I would knock them out is what I would do.
Yeah,
I could.
I got you.
We just make a ruse until you can knock them out. I got it. Got that? We can handle that just fine. We seem to be able to do it all over the place. Why not us?
Is Mayhem in his armor?
Yeah. No?
I would say, like, for the night, for the rest, for the long rest, I took it off.
Yeah.
For the morning, I put it back on.
So it's currently
So
on.
like right now. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to take my cloak off and just sort of try to sweep it around him and like pull it down a little bit over his head and just kind of, damn it, we need Sen to get you out of here to Sen.
No is perfect. If
Is it? Look over my face with just the jowl.
If you go in there, right, envoy, making a formal request.
I would love to ask for Sen back personally.
No,
Will
that
they
is
trust? Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't
No.
what I
that's
was
not
saying.
what you meant.
There's
not.
no.
No, for the person of greater restoration. I mean,
Wait, if there's a cleric down there,
there is a cleric down there.
maybe we could be additional healing or something.
That is a brilliant plan.
And with you there
If we have dead,
to
we
bring
can
us
bring,
in,
we can bring dead in there as well.
No, we should not be moving Ted.
It is only a liability if I have to carry him and Sen out.
Okay,
Or if
not
Sen is to
one.
run out while we
Thinking
summon.
back to Broken
Fine.
Axe.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
okay,
that's
fine.
fair.
All right. That could be a bad thing. All right, fine.
but we could be your entourage.
Will they accept me being a dragonborn?
And you will be with me, who is an Uzliam mage, who has clout with Uzliam
Oozlium mage and a paladin hero
envoy.
on behalf of a small town plagued by gorgons, knowing that they just captured a free mage.
Oui.
I think it could work. just also the whole time very uncomfortable without cloak, like just pulling at hair and like tugging at clothes, just feeling extra naked.
I'm just gonna take off my little duster jacket thing and just put it on her.
Just like yank it. Like, thank you.
All right. So who's going in?
If you believe Maya, this is a good plan and they will not question me, I would gladly accompany you. Frontline.
Okay, so that leaves.
How many would be suspicious?
Susie.
It's fair.
Well, we all go in there, giving our big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's less suspicious if it's just one or two people. It's less suspicious if it is more than just one or two people. If it is a group, it is actually a lot more believable. I know that it doesn't make sense, but it is. It's exactly what it is.
All right. I guess lead the way.
Okay, so. Right?
We'll just bounce right in.
We'll just
That's right.
walk right up.
You're the mage. Bringing in this request. You're the envoy.
Ad boy.
Yeah.
You know, it might make it actually more believable if we bring Alistair in this, because he's got clout in Lytha as well. Perhaps.
You think it's a good idea to bring the mage hunter that kills free mages to rescue
Never
our
mind.
friend, a free mage?
I just meant for him, for the destruction of the potion, but okay, never mind.
That's a fair point.
As that is a very fair point.
We should have left him back in Lytha and sent potion to him. Now we have to find a way to get Sen past him as well.
Doesn't
Easy.
matter. We'll figure that out.
She's not a free mage. She's a mage of Islam.
We don't know how long it's going to be. We've got to move.
We should do it now.
Besides, Sen is safer in the hands of a free mage and along with us than she is down in that dungeon.
Just sort of like nodding, and that's true the whole time, trying to pull the hood down a little bit more over Mayhem.
But yeah, it's like over my eyes as I'm making that point.
Just like absent-mindedly, like.
Oh god. I hope this
You guys go ahead and
Matrix over here, like.
Okay, this is.
look. If needs be, we can do what we do, but like not what we do. Like, but
Come
like,
on. We could take out that MC, right?
no, we could,
No.
but
I would not
Whole nother
suggest that be a good thing at all.
We're trying to keep a low profile.
It'll be a lot lower if they're all dead.
No.
Eyes covered by the cloak.
Please do not bring more bloodshed upon us. I do not think that would be graceful.
You guys take the fun out of this.
And being a good person is so hard.
Yes. Yes.
all right.
Very hard.
I just
All right.
roll my eyes.
What we need to do is focus. Yeah. We've got an opportunity here. Let's not lose it.
It's not wasted.
All right.
I agree.
After you, true mage.
Just what goes out. Has to find the embassy.
Yeah, you would know where it is, having been through here. So you guys kind of get directed and move through. You're kind of like that.
Yeah.
You're not the tallest or the shortest person. You know, there's people of all sorts of different heights, but you know, people kind of and keep going.
And I cough casually.
That's not casual.
I want uncomfortable fidgeting the whole time,
Fair.
reaching for phantom hood.
Okay, as you say, duster, not the hood.
They can still see my face.
You are fidgeting around. You are still kind of uncomfortable.
I'd like to direct Maya from behind so it doesn't seem like I'm helping. Just that way it looks like she's fully leading.
Yeah. So you just kind of every now and then we'll tap and move this way or that way, or just a little pressure to go forward. And eventually you see it, and it's there.
I'm making a very good show of like leading them there. I've never been there before.
you guys make it
Very odd.
up the steps. And again, this building is very in the Oozlium style, very tall kind of building. It's got different wings that come off of it. And every one, it's very white, beautiful, kind of sparkling stone that this is made out of. And the stonework in the architecture is very beautifully done. A lot of artistic notes to it, and whatnot. As you're looking at it, each wing kind of is topped by a dome with a little bit of a spire on it, on each wing, and then the main one with that big dome with a lot of, gilding and filigree on the top of it. You guys kind of go there, and there's the two big doors that lead up to it. The guards on the outside kind of see you, look at the others, look at everyone.
I have a mission, and I need to go to the embassy for a potion request. We came from Lytha and took care of the gorgons. Unfortunately, there was a lot of petrification.
Just the brand.
Just
All right. Be good in there.
of course, I'll make sure they are on that top behavior.
Stops fidgeting.
You guys slowly walk up.
Just walking with determined. I belong here.
You open the door, you all walk in, and there's not a whole lot of people here. There is one main person behind, and you know the layouts of these. You know that just in the back room and to the right is usually your first crystal. But you guys also notice the staircase is similar to the last embassy, but these spiral staircases that kind of go up on either side of it, twisting like a double helix type of thing, and then they come in above and twist in together.
Cool.
Walk up to the main person.
Okay. He goes up. He goes, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Hello, I just came from Lytha with this envoy of Rao, and we had to take care of some gorgons, but unfortunately there was a lot of petrification, and
The Gorgon thing from Lytha. I do remember some request. I think some frost worms went out there. Gathered.
We had to still take care of the gorgon, and unfortunately there were quite a few people that have been perished. And we need to find ingredients to make a greater restoration potion.
Well, I
Like
suppose.
just get us to the library.
I suppose we could. I don't know if everyone needs to go.
We are bound together. If it is possible for us to travel, it would be ideal. But please, let us know.
And he'll bow.
Okay.
When he bows, can I cast Channel Divinity for like a +5 to persuasion if I wanted to persuade?
Flash your armor.
Yes.
I am wearing the armor though.
You are
No,
wearing the
well,
armor, but you have to activate it
Oh.
if you want to use advantage on the persuasion roll.
Would it be noticeable if I activated it?
I think that if you could activate it simply by showing your armor, and there it would be, because it would be like, oh, all of a sudden here is this on.
Yeah, it just says it's on the Rao.
I'm going to say that and just use the advantage right now then.
Okay.
Okay.
The +5, you mean?
And the +5, yes.
You want to
Wait.
use both?
Yes? Yeah.
So you're going to throw off the cloak?
I was planning on just using the advantage first and then seeing if I needed to add the +5 to it. Is that okay or no?
No.
Ah. +5 and advantage then.
There
Let's make it a safe bet.
So the cloak comes off as you do that. The armor shines, and you are for an instant just this beacon kind of as he goes, and he looks at it. Oh, goodness.
I need his help.
Advantage.
Oh, yeah.
If I could also, I need all of the help. If that is all right, if I can also use my persuasion.
17 total, even with the advantage.
So that's 12 plus your 5.
Yeah, 12 plus 5.
What's your persuasion?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Normal persuasion is plus 6. Oh, my God. 10 plus...
23.
Yeah.
23. Well done. He looks at you. For an envoy, I suppose I could make an exception as long as you are with them.
Of course.
Okay.
You have our word.
The promise of a follower of Rao is important, so I will hold you to it.
Also, Elise, I'm going.
I want to be awkward tugging on my hair and fidgeting until he looks and then stop. And then when he looks away, like doing it again.
Thank you so much for your help. I think I can find the way to the library. Which,
Just need to.
Of course.
Yes. Takes the book and puts it up and it's kind of blue and imprinted onto the paper. And just this way, and points it over there.
Yeah.
You lead them over and open the door, and there's this crystal that's sitting there, and it's unlike anything that you've seen before. This crystal is about this big. It's kind of set into the floor with this big kind of golden, almost like, you know, the prongs on a ring hold a stone. That's exactly what this, like a setting, is what it is, as it kind of holds up there with little smaller crystals kind of floating just off of it. All blue, kind of humming a little bit.
I want to be a little bit taken aback, having never seen a giant stone like that.
I think it's pretty, but I don't trust it.
Yeah. Yeah, similar vibes.
So how's this work?
We have to touch it, and you have to think about where you're going to go. I should warn you, it is very disorienting at first. You might want to throw out, I think. Does what? Yeah.
Does it move or do we move?
You move.
You do.
Okay.
It's not that hard, you know. Just
What if I don't think about the right thing?
why don't you just hold on to me, and I will do this.
Just immediately grabs Maya on the other side, even though she's talking to Natrix.
Everybody.
Yeah. She's like, okay, she just touches the thing.
You get 2 giant dragonborn hands on your shoulders.
Just like a backpack.
Yeah.
And suddenly, you guys, for just an instant, are thrown, and you get the spins, and all of a sudden, you appear on the other side in a smaller room, similar to the one that you were in, except that it's much darker.
Do they all have to make us?
Crazy.
Yeah, make
Crazy
Constitution.
Yeah, throwing up.
I was waiting for that.
Oh,
Yes.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Well done. Gets that Nord Games cord.
Yeah. It says
17. The one time I didn't want it, but a 19.
A 19. Everybody keeps their cool.
About David.
And our movement
Yeah, he
won't
kept it as well.
provoke attacks of opportunity.
There you go.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so we do not have much time. We should go and find Sun. I'm gonna lead them down.
So you open the door, and it's a long corridor, and it looks strange. It had lights on the walls that are out, and the lights are usually not out.
This is not. There's something terribly wrong.
Are they like torches?
Similar, but magic in nature. So what you're seeing is you would see usually like a blue or yellow flame that's kind of floating in a thing. It's gone.
Can I druid craft one of them? It says I can light a torch.
They are not torches.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I'm going
Just
to.
dark.
So it's not all dark. Some of them are lit, others are not. Others kind of
I want to be
Some
flickering.
sounds right here.
uncomfortable with that sound.
as it kind of lights comes on and off as the sound goes.
Did you mean to take us here?
I'm gonna look around. Can I roll perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bird of Paradise, don't fail me. Okay. All right. I got a 16.
You got a 16. You're going. You see 2 doors on the left,
Okay.
and then at the end of the hallway it goes to the right. One door is open and off the hinges.
No, this is something is definitely wrong.
That's great.
Okay. I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna do a message. We had a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did? Okay. So I thought, let me just get this long rest in. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to, I'm gonna cast a message. I'm gonna cast it out to Sun.
Okay.
See if she is in the area.
You wait. You point your finger. You cast the spell. You whisper something, and nothing comes back to you.
I can probably go in and check it out in a different form.
David, we should clear the rooms.
We should. I'm gonna do an ultra self then, just in case to look like a frostworm mage.
Is there only the one?
There's 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was 2 doors in one room.
So you're in a corridor, right? And that's what's like dark in places and blinking with lights. And as you're going forward on the left, there's a door, and a little further is a door.
Got it.
And then it'll curve to it moves to the right down the hall.
So I'm gonna lead the way though, and just as a frostworm mage, just in case. And I will open the first door.
You open the first door, and you look in, and in there you see a bed chamber. You see a desk. You see notes. You see books. And open on the desk there is a diary.
I'm gonna go in and pick it up.
As soon as you go in,
Oh,
you smell decaying body. You look around, and down under the bed, you just see a kind of a foot hanging out.
is there someone dead here? I'm gonna pick up the diary.
As everyone else goes in.
I'm
I'm gonna be rifling through the desk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check to see how long they've been dead.
Is this how they usually treat their
No.
guests?
Are you going after the diary or the
Actually, I'm
body?
gonna go after the diary. I'm gonna light something in my hand. If I can get some, I'm just gonna cast light. So I
Yeah,
can get a
yeah,
better-
just something in there. The room lights up.
At Natrix's comment, while I'm rifling through the desk to see if there's anything else, I'm just gonna make an audible sniff and be like, I sure hope not. That one's been dead for days. No one's been down here.
That is not a good sign.
The body is decaying.
Okay. Like, it's been there, it's been dead for like, what, a month?
I wouldn't
2
say that
weeks.
you can tell, but there's definitely some like flies and stuff
Oh,
in there. And as does anyone pull the body out? What do you?
I'm
do?
about to actually like
That's
noticing
what
the
I was
foot.
gonna do too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or no, I was gonna
Well-
do the diary and then I was gonna,
Yeah.
no, that's what I meant.
At a minimum, I'm gonna notice the foot and kind of be hesitant at that, and I think I'll rest my hands against the mattress, wanting to lift it, but I'm a little frozen. at the moment.
Just looking through the diary.
As you're looking through the diary, you realize this is the Special Enforcer's diary. And the Special Enforcer, as you're going through it, it was named Cessna Tombrook.
Cessna.
Make an investigation check.
Yay!
Can I roll as well for the desk?
Yes.
Paradise. My investigation, this is not.
David, how about we make sure that the door is secure, just in case anyone comes by?
17.
You all right? So you guys wait by the door?
Yeah.
Looking down the hall, waiting, listening. Okay, 17 for investigation.
11.
11. You're not finding a whole lot in the papers. What you see in the papers are, it's a lot of the missing people's posters. You definitely see the city alderman's son.
I'm going to grab that one and pocket it.
Okay. You're looking through. That's pretty much all you find. As you're looking through, you find that the Special Enforcer summoned something to hunt the free mages that were plaguing Hyria. You see one word under a sentence that says, "I brought it here." And that one word is Oni.
Oni?
Oni. O-N-I.
Yeah, I don't know. Amen.
And as you're flipping through now, reading, as you're flipping through, seeing this, you start to kind of build this tale through the diary of how people started going missing, not just free mages. People started going missing. You see things in there that say the Oni is starting to get too headstrong and thinks they're acting out and causing these disappearances, but that Cessna Tombrook is going to handle it. And decides finally that I'm going to have to take this Oni out. And under that, you see, now in blood, looks like it was written very poorly.
Okay. I think that is the enforcer.
You did note in there that Cessna Tombrook happened to think that the Oni made its lair once it came here in some caves by the river, the mouth of the river.
Okay.
Does it say which river?
The only one that you guys are at, which is the
Right,
maiden.
that wasn't the...
Yeah.
So I'm going to close the... I'm going to put it in my bag of holding, the diary.
I didn't find anything useful in the desk.
So I have found things in this diary that she's putting into her. Like, we're going to need it. So I believe that is Cessna Tombrook. That was the special enforcer that was here. From what I can gather from this, it seems that Cessna thought that they could summon something to take care of the free mages here. A little sloppy in my opinion, but you know.
And you do note that usually this is not protocol.
Yeah. This is actually not even protocol. This is actually out of the bounds. You're not supposed to summon things.
You would know that they can summon certain things to help in like
Right.
apprehension,
Okay.
but something like an Oni
Right.
is
Okay.
uncontrollable at times and could get away from you. So, and these are things that eat children, as you know.
Yeah. So he summoned Cessna summoned an Oni. Do you know what that is?
So that's why all of the missing posters then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like with children. It did say that they thought that the Oni made its lair by the river. I have a very bad feeling. I think that this Oni may also have San.
Your contact said that they were in the basement with a cleric?
We should go and check the other room and the other places here.
We should keep looking. There may still be a chance. This man's been dead for days. I would hope that your information would be sooner, since mine said that they were here. Sen was here about a day ago. We might still have a chance for her.
That's why I said we should check the other room. And the other room's here. So I'm going to go out to the other. I'm still having the little light that I did with whatever little trinket I had. But I will take it out with me. And
I'll say it's on an inkwell that was there on the desk. So
Okay.
you just kind of grab the inkwell, light shining. You and David kind of move slowly ahead of Maya and look at each other. He opens the door and you rush in, and immediately as he opens the door and you rush in, a body falls onto you.
Oh, God.
And it hits the ground. And it's this cleric, blonde-haired, female, dwarf. And she falls to the ground and goes,
Someone, we need to heal her now.
just gonna.
Oh my god.
Gonna put my hands down because of, just
Yeah.
can't. Just the white,
yeah,
most likely.
yeah. So you go down and touch this person, and your eyes go completely white as you're doing it, and you hear,
Hello, Lilith.
as you don't see anything, and she gets healed for 6 points of healing.
Okay.
And
He's okay. Actually, do I even get out of this?
Huh?
You said that. Do I get out
yeah,
of
make a wisdom save.
Oh, darn it. Oh, that would have been nice. That's mean.
Painful.
Oh, come on. Can I get an inspirational? I don't have time for your games right now.
One coin if you throw the
Do you need two?
I got a
One.
4, guys.
No,
Oh,
okay,
my.
so reroll.
least.
Reroll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop.
That means I would have
You
gotten
first.
an 8.
Go. Go.
Nice.
Got it.
Much better. Okay, got a 19.
19 as you manage to pull yourself back and regain your focus. You've seen this happen before, for sure, where she does that, but you see her kind of right herself. But as you're kind of righting yourself, you look around and you see Lilith, long legs, long arms, stepping through the door.
Hello, old friend.
Half her face missing, blood dripping down into her mouth and down through her bony jaw as it turns into red smoke.
I'm just gonna get up, kind of back to me and be like, she's here.
What? Who's here?
A hand's gonna go on Maya's shoulder if he hears that, and Divine Sense the first one, at least to see her, where she is. I'm not gonna react.
Yeah, you use divine sense and you look over and you see Lilith there in the doorway. Focused on Maya.
Just going to try to ignore her at the moment and just go to the cleric to help her sit up.
You help her up and she's very weak.
I'm just gonna lead her to the bed. or the place where she
There is a bed there, and it looks like there has been a scene made here. And there's blood, as you presume her blood. As you healed her, you guys saw that a big tear in her knitted itself, but only just.
She's still looking pretty rough.
Yes.
I'm gonna follow Maya and do healing word at just level 1.
Level 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
To start the. Oh, come on, D&D Beyond.
What happened? Here.
So she gets another 6.
6 healing. So she's starting to come to as you say your word, cast your spell, a little green light in your eyes. And it.
Gonna like shush her, like try to comfort. Shh, shh, you're all right, you're all right.
You're okay. We are here.
He took her.
Who did?
Took who?
Zen.
Sen.
It was Susna, and then it wasn't.
This was an Oni.
It took Zen and slashed me.
You're going to be okay.
How we know her. How do you know Sen?
I was healing. I was healing her.
How did it take her? What do you mean? Took Sus.
As you see the door that was kind of ripped off one hinge sitting there. I don't know. But it killed me.
You are okay now.
And it took her.
We don't have much time.
What is she to you? Sen, what is she to you?
They brought me here to heal her. She had burns all over her body. Melted her skin.
Son, you
She was alive, though.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot to lose. We
You-
need to lose them. It is an Oni.
You said from that diary, you said it made a nest where
It's these caves by the river. You should stay here.
Don't leave me.
how long ago did it take her?
I don't know.
It can't have been long.
No,
She wasn't dead. You weren't dead.
you were dying. But you are okay now.
But with a wound like that, you should have been rather quickly. It can't have been long.
Is there a way out of here? Not through the front gate, but a way that you only could have escaped.
I don't know.
Okay.
We've got to find the fastest way to the river.
It has fangs.
Fangs.
Teeth. That tear.
There's a reason why Onis are not supposed to be summoned.
It has eyes that don't look right.
No, I'd imagine not.
I wanna.
Look over at Lilith. Sorry.
That's okay. I want to tap to the side of her face and just sort of like try to bring her back to focus. Say, what's your name?
Althea?
Althea. Nice to meet you. I'm Rhea. I know you don't want us to leave you alone, but we need to go after Sen. She is our friend and she is in danger. If you come with us, you will come face to face with that beast again.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Then where can we leave you where you are safe?
I'll be fine. Just go.
I'm just gonna turn. lead us back
What we
out.
should do, we will try to be back with your charge.
You're all right. You're going to be all right.
You can see her pupils are kind of dilated, and she's a little pale. But other than that,
We should go.
I'm gonna pull out my last boob bottle of healing.
you give it to her. She looks at it and looks at you. Thank you.
Drink.
I think.
Just drink it.
And drinks it.
She must
She
have
goes to
had
drink it
one.
and then stops and goes, where you're going, you might need it. I have my God.
I hope he does well for you.
We should go.
Lead the way.
So
Just up and
go
ready
out.
to go.
We're gonna go.
Before we leave,
Mhm.
Mayhem's kind of still the entire time was staring at Lilith.
Yeah.
But he heard it all, and right before we leave, as he's, she says that, Mayhem's just going to rest a hand, still looking at Lilith with like a tear in his eye after what she said about Sen.
I also serve a beautiful and much stronger power.
And a hand on her shoulder as he gives her 10 more points of healing from the lay on hands
Okay.
pool.
Lay on hands, 10 more points as you watch Mayhem do that with his shining armor there, and she is filled with this holy, radiant energy. She feels much better now.
Oh, good.
She goes, thank you.
It is the least I could do.
Yes, we have another duty that we have to do. I found this diary. It has everything in it about Susna and what she has done. Not sure what they have done. It's what they have done. So, we came here actually looking for the library, and we found you in that state of looking. But
Okay.
we
I'll give this
going-
to the Frostworms when they get back.
Okay. We may already be taking care of the Oni, but just in case. So we should go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go down the hall, at least see if there's any way, because
Yeah.
Oni did not
you,
get away with Sun up there.
Yeah. As you turn, you notice that there is a hole in the wall
Okay.
where you see it's been kind of dug out, but it goes through the earth. And you kind of get the idea that this was here beforehand, as it kind of goes through the earth and up and down. Are you following it?
Yeah.
The rats in this basement are terrible.
So you get the
exactly.
idea that the wall used to be kind of there, and as you're looking, it looks like there used to be kind of like a hinge type of thing on it, but what you glean from this is that as you look at it in haste, this was ripped open, and the tunnel had already been there. So as you're going up and around and up through this tunnel, it's getting harder to breathe. It's very dank and deep and muggy down here as you're going through. Every now and then you step on something, and it snaps. You keep going, and
Is that the
eventually
light? Yeah.
you see a little light down and out. And as you guys are approaching it, that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
That's
Damn it!
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's 10:30.
But wait, and then suddenly.
I'm sorry, Jane.
Hey!
We miss you.
We tried. We missed you.
Next episode, I swear.
Please join us again. For
Join us
Sun
next time,
Return.
and I won't be on this side of the table.
Ever again.
Or will
we are going to see this guy next week. Yeah, hopefully if you guys can save Sen.
Just dies in the corner while we're dealing with Oni.
I mean,
We couldn't get to it tonight. There was an awful lot that we were doing, but we got damn close.
Damn close. It was some good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. I was listening to
We
it.
were trying.
Thank you. Thanks, James, for being here. Because we were trying to get to it, and it wasn't certain if we would, but we were doing our best. So
Doing your darndest.
yeah, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna see James next week.
more
Yes.
James.
Wow.
Stay-
Cannot wait.
I will
So happy.
Yes.
fight
Glorious.
tooth and nail.
Stay over here. Stay over here.
Yep.
Get on his lap.
Here we are. All right.
This reminded me of how, what's his name? Not Oscar. Alistair was holding Maya on the horse.
So deep.
I don't know how many of us is feeling about that.
Excuse me, my neck's underneath this jacket.
So we're going to congratulations. We did roll this once. So
Yay.
congratulations. We have some last minute bits here. James, you want to help me give them out?
Bubble bits.
Yay,
See if I can do
bits,
this. We're from Rev Starbonner, 1,000 bits to get the tavern upkeep to 100. Oh my God, 1169.69.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That is
That's great.
Well done.
That's
a
a pretty-
noble
The bits amounts that
cause.
we've received.
that's a dope
That's
number, but a
amazing.
terrible rent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rav Starburner, for doing that. So we got 1,000 more bits here. That's going to the boy. That's going to the boy. We are going to see if Sen comes back next week. Yes.
Fight
Yes.
tooth and
Or
nail.
she's already dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
Please don't make me kill myself out of fear.
I have a bit of a theory.
Plot twist, James is the Oni.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Like,
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel, here for some Natural One. So we'll go ahead and get going because it's already 10:30.
Yeah,
Thank you guys very much for joining us. We'll see you next week, and thanks for starting your week off right with a critical fail.
Oh, this is weird.
Great.
I'm in trouble.
See you guys.